Hello? Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what time it is for you where you are. Hiya! How's it going? Happy Patch Week! See if these buttons are working. No, I had a feeling they wouldn't be. Okay. Let's see. Hi, buddy. You can come hang out if you want. What do we want? Stream Deck? I think today's going to be a big day of trying to get everything to work. So I think what we're doing here. Hello, Nordrasil with a 13-month resub. Thank you very, very much. And Octopixie with a 55-month resub. Wouldn't be the beginning of the stream without you. Happy Patch Day. Happy Patch Day. We had a patch launch yesterday, but I haven't played it yet, so it may as well be Patch Day for me. Let's see here. Okay, we got water. We got game. Is this button working yet? Yeah, there we go. That's the stuff. I have not yet moved. Sometimes things just break. I have been packing those, so I think it's going to get slowly more and more echoey in here as I continue to get things taken down. Hi from my wolf. How you doing, buddy? Oh, you want to come sit in here? It's good boy. Code Rod, thank you very much for the 70-month resub. Appreciate it. Like I said, have not logged in. I did do on Monday, the day before patch, I did one thing for us. Mainly for me, but sort of for you guys. I ground the rep that I needed to get my first Darkmoon Fair Paragon cache, but I have not yet opened it. I figure we can do that on stream, and then I can find out whether or not I'm done or not with Dark Fuse. We can find out whether or not that the mount is in there, because if it's not, then I'm going to need more of them, and I'm going to have to decide if I want to do them this week while it's still buffed, or if I want to do it, you know, in the distant future if they ever bring this back again. Dark Fuse cache, not Dark Moon Fair. Yeah, that exactly. Good boy, Mr. Moose. Hi, buddy. Pardon me. Okay, we're doing all right. We're cooking. We're logging in. We're gonna see if there's a bronze wave shredder. That would be a nice present to start the day. Keep reading. Your druid's name is Elvira. That would be a fun druid name, I think. Howdy, Hazel. Howdy. How you doing? How's Koresh? I haven't been. Is it treating everybody well? Is it fun? I need to get some initial questing done today, I think, just to kind of get my bearings. Hopefully get my cloak, if that's something that they just give to you, which I'm assuming it will be some point in the quest line. It's beautiful. The music is amazing. It's so pretty. Drum roll, please. Yeah. So, let's see. I am down here. I got my rep, but I didn't actually pick up the quest yet. Oh, no, not this again. Oh. My talents change and they don't work anymore. Nether Storm 2.0. Only hit one bug in the campaign. Alright. Let's do this. Pick up our cache. My Dark Fuse Trove. Wowhead is approximating a 1 in 4 chance to get this mount. That's what it's saying, but 25% of boxes have it. Although maybe people open duplicates. Let's just drum roll. Drum roll! Oh, thank goodness. Oh, we got it. Oh, I'm done with Dark Fuse. I'm not done with goblins in general. Because I still need other Paragon cache mounts, but thank goodness I'm done with that one. Woo. Oh man, I did not want to have to farm. Hello? Hang on. Oh, okay. I must have been typing in some text window somewhere. I did not want to have to do any more market research. I was not about to be thrilled with that. I suppose I should see if Wowhead has at least like a questing build for me or something. Wowhead Shadow Priest. Help. Help! 11.2. Let me see. Talent builds. Season 3. 11.2. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 talent builds here. Here, we're gonna grab... I guess I'll delete these ones because they're old. So we can just get rid of them. Not relevant, not helpful. Old stuff anyway. Don't worry. Yeah, Miscellaneous Mechanica. I think Miscellaneous Mechanica is just going to be the gift that keeps on giving. And that I will never leave me. I will always have that to do. So we're going to import this. And this is open world shadow, obviously. And we'll just start with that. How long did it take to get the trench coat? Until, when did I get it? Last week? Basically whenever the goblins came out until last week. I didn't really start grinding it until the rep buff event though. You know what I kind of want to do? I guess it's 12 after 9. I know there's new content and stuff, but we also still have goblin reps and I kind of want to, for the sake of Paragon caches, I kind of want to like do a round of weeklies really. Oh, I should do this some other time though. I feel like this is not. Oh, are you getting up? What do you think, Moose? I mean, how long can it take? It's just these 3 plus maybe a couple of world quests, right? We have earned. Oh yeah, he's out here. We have earned the Paragons. We need Blackwater, and we need Venture Co. Venture Coordinator is a ground mount. They're both ground mounts. I kind of want to do the Blackwater one. It's a hyena. Let's sign with Blackwater, not Bilgewater. Pirates. We'll do that. Now is the time to grind it, at least a good chunk of it. Yeah. Yeah, it might not be the hottest, freshest new content on the block. Oh, I need a chat list. But, you know, we're already here. How long could this possibly take? I got my brand new questing spec. I don't know what changed with it, but we'll find out when I try to use buttons that don't work anymore. Alright, so there's a list. Maybe we can get that done. Why do new things if you can just never change? Yeah, the fresh content we watched the stream for, right? Dude, I was watching a Jeef video of him playing the new patch, and he highlighted, I'm sure you know this, he highlighted your comment, and I'm like, wait, that's our Jeff. And for some reason it surprised me that you're like active in other streams, just because I kind of figured that you would be, I don't know. I don't know what I thought. Yeah, the Jeff multiverse. Wow. Yeah, Jeef the omnipresent. Streaming around. Not this one. Yeah, this one. I found like a tiny piece of dirt in my dog, which is not that unusual because he's a dog and we walked outside. But I have like a bad case of anxiety brain, so even though I've literally just given him his flea meds, I'm like, what if he has fleas? And now I'm like, itchy. Which is not helping anything that's going on this week. I also tend to watch other streamers from time to time. I mean, don't get me wrong, you guys. You're not like indentured to be here and nowhere else for all time. I guess it just surprised me to see Jeff and Jeef just because the names match, and also I had this like strange idea that he would just be banned everywhere. I don't know. I kind of thought we were the only people that kept him around. I'm going to do... Am I world questing? Yeah. Wait, I can leave? I thought this wasn't optional. Yeah, we obviously signed a contract by blood. And so that's why I'm really so concerned about whether or not I should be spending all time in Undermine, is that I'm dragging all you guys down with me. We should do the scrap job weekly. That one's pretty fast. You thought we were done digging. We're never done digging. Oh, did it get an update? I've been updating my add-ons, so I guess it's a good sign that it's working, because it means that it didn't get disabled when I disabled my added dates. A lot of them seem to actually get their updates quite quickly, which is nice. Oh, busy kind of week. Okay, we're here. Get off the boat. Oh, hi, kitty. Hello. Works for me. Can't play until tomorrow night. Appreciate the lack of spoilers. We'll get into spoilers at some point, but I'll give you a heads up before we head out there. You watch one YouTube video then in permanent servitude. That's how I get you. Yeah, I'll play some new patch today. At some point, eventually. I want to do this because Blackwater, we're 4,100. I think that I can get a cache, honestly. I think I can get a Paragon cache. We also have Darkmoon Fair up the whole week, so we have Darkmoon Fair buff available. Everyone else is doing new stuff. You're the original. I'm just averse to change. Hi, sweetheart. How are you doing? Are you itchy? You have to tell me if you're itchy. I don't think anybody's itchy. I think I'm just going insane. I think I found one piece of dirt and then freaked out. How often do you watch Jeef? I've been putting on Jeef YouTube videos sometimes to try to like figure out what's going on with the new patch, and also last season to try to figure out what to do. And also just because he's funny, but right now I'm kind of new patch is too new. I'm too stupid for it right now. I miss Kira. Hello, Cheeky Wednesday rep farm. No. Maybe we go offer some free trials. I was so relieved to get that Paragon cash out. Because part of me was like, listen, you're not gonna open this cache off stream to find out what's in it. That's why I didn't even pick it up, because I didn't even want to tempt myself by peeking. So I didn't get it to look. But then I was like, well, it could very well not contain the mount. It's not guaranteed to contain the mount. Maybe you should grind another one, like another 2,000 or 1,000 or whatever market research off stream, so that you could get another chance on stream. And I didn't do it because I frankly did not have time. And by that point, kind of wanted to be done with digging anyway. And I thought, oh, this might bite you. This might bite you. Struggling with the new patch right now, very different. Yeah, I always go through this whenever a new Hearthstone comes out, just like a big bunch of like, what on earth is going on? I don't know what any of this does. I don't know what any of you guys doing. Why are the rats so big? And I tend to just get cranky with things when I don't understand them. But I think it's double for me right now because I don't really have time to sit down and read everything and figure out what's going on. I'm like quadruple busy. And it's not going anywhere. It'll be there for me when I get around to it. Follow group, click a trash pile. It was not that bad of a farm. I just didn't have the time to do it again. It was, for me, it was like so passive that it was almost, it was like this weird mix between like passive enough that you could do something else, but you had to pay enough attention that you would not like get lost or like not make it there in time, you know? Like I couldn't quite multitask it with other things that I wanted to be doing. The only thing I could really do was like watch videos. Like the new zone so far. Nice to see a sky again. Oh yeah. You know something I never did in Undermine was look up. Didn't really get around to it. Get on that farm to get the trench coat. Yeah, this trench coat. Oh, hot kitty. Crash is good. Oh, in the new patch last night got glitchy, crash, couldn't log into that server again on any tune. Yeah, that'll happen. That'll happen. I wanted to get into the dungeon journal yesterday, and I was like, oh, that's right. Servers are down because it's patch day. And I was like, oh, it's okay. I'll just pull up PTR. And then I was like, oh, wait, PTR servers are down because they're like, they don't need PTR anymore because the patch is going live. I'm like, oh, okay. I'll find something else to work on. The Trinity. Look. One more box to click on for like how much gold? 995 gold. Oh, I'm rich. Oh, you know what I haven't done? I haven't looked at my bank yet. I guess I looked at it on PTR. I'm sure it's gonna be exactly the same thing. I had a thought of like, oh, I should check my bank to find out whether or not anything went missing. And then I'm like, be honest, you wouldn't know if anything went missing. You would have no idea. Not a darn clue. Yeah, let's do another scrap dig. Looks like it's back this way. Dun, 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 dun. Kitty. Tabs are missing. They're missing? Where'd they go? I swear the Undermine ceiling was different in day one than it is now. Do you think they raised it? It's possible. Oh, I have extra charges of Shadow Crash. I could get on board with that. I suppose that's alright. I have no idea what they did to Priest. This is the one downside of not keeping up with hotfixes. Generally, it's great because like they can buff and nerf things before they ever hit live servers, and I never have to like follow that emotional roller coaster. But the one downside is that when changes finally actually come out, I log in and half my talents are red, and I'm like, oh, what do you do? I don't want to learn anything new. And then I have no idea what they've changed. Although usually I don't even have to figure it out. I just have to learn how to play whatever the version of it is in now. I get to know one of these? Sure. Whatever was wrong has been fixed. Oh, with the bank? Darkwa, thank you very much for the brand new Prime sub. Appreciate it. Thanks for using your Prime here. Neatly tiled with rectangular metal pianos. Cool. The ceiling? Yeah, because this one's like cobbled together. Double press the void torch. It does have another button. Should I channel it first before I press the other button? I don't know what that does. Oh, hang on. I was like, well, why isn't my job finished? It's because it's not over yet. Tried to prime set before, something got messed up with my Amazon, moved back to Canada. Yeah, that's fair. I ended up making a new... I have 2 Amazons for that reason. That are like the same but not the same. It's very confusing. Struck me as oddly underfinished for this environment. I'm gonna miss the jazz. I'm surprised I'm not the only... I guess there's still people doing scrap for market research. Like, there's probably people that didn't get that wave shredder yet or want the coat that are still doing it because this week is still... You know, it's like the patch isn't out yet. Or pardon me, the patch is out. The tier is not out yet. Although, certainly there are some things that can be done. I know I'm doing some Mythic Zeros tonight. Should I do a little race? A little racy-roo? Looks cool now. I wish I never really looked up, to be honest with you. Clearly I don't spend enough time looking above me. You know, when you're a gnome, everything's above you. Terrible driving the cars. I'm gonna miss my car. Not that I was any good at it. I crashed it into dumpsters and fences like everybody else, but... through ceilings of Azeroth, wrap up for today. What the... These were fun. These were actually a little bit challenging if you didn't slow yourself down. Not all of them, but some of them. I remember doing this for an achievement or a title or something. It was early in the patch, and I was trying to get gold on these for a title, I think. And it was a whole situation. Alright, well, our third scrap job should be over this way. If they add the car to no fly zones, yeah, me too. It doesn't have to, like, it's an option. Or it would be an option, hypothetically. It's not like you have to drive it. Although I do think it would kind of supplant, it would sort of further invalidate regular ground mounts even more than they already were. Not for everybody, but for anybody that wanted to get around in a hurry. Basically buying concert tickets? And I thought you meant you crashed your actual car. No. Yeah, actual car's just fine. A little dusty. I haven't driven it much this week. Only just learned that drifting increases boost. It's like the main way to get boost. Oh, that's a world quest. I haven't done an awful lot of drifting. I usually only do it if I'm trying to make a corner. What kind of concert are you going to? Whose tickets are you buying? You don't have to share, but you can. Thank you. How you doing? How are you? She's decided lately that she wants me to get out of bed at like 6:30, and I don't know why. Like, she'll meow terribly, but she doesn't want anything. Like, her food's fine, her water's fine, her litter's fine. And the only thing that makes her stop meowing is if I just get out of bed and start my day. But it's, like, early, and I'm not ready to get up yet. But she's very loud when she wants to be. The momentum mechanics are ground mounts. Don't think horses can Tokyo drift. Oh, it would be funny to watch him try, though. There we go. Alright, so we've done enough of the trash. And we want to do surge pricing jobs in a couple of minutes here. I can do world quests in the meantime, because those are really good rep. And that's why I'm here. I'm here for Paragon caches. Like, it would be great if we could get a Paragon cache mount for Blackwater. I would also accept miscellaneous Mechanica. Someone looks cool. Hey Hazel, hello, how you doing? Maybe she knows you have a lot to do. Yeah. Not helping. Sometimes you just need to finish your night of sleep. I had a terrible night last night. I ate something that I probably shouldn't have done. Actually, I don't know if it was the food, but I'm just choosing to blame the food. And I thought I had like the flu or food poisoning or something. I was so uncomfortable. I did not think I was going to get to sleep. But we made it. Could have used a little more, but we're okay. Hey, Hazel. Hello. How you doing? Do you know if the pet from drops can be claimed a Mop Classic? The Shade Thief, I think the Shade for Brew Thief is retail only. I don't know if they've specified that somewhere, but if they have, it would be in the article that is linked here. I'm pretty sure it's retail, though. I would be very surprised to see it in Mop Classic. Although, things surprise them all the time, so you never know. I need to make sure I turn on a stream at some point to do that myself. Did I finish that world quest? I don't know if I did. Might have done. Oh yeah, I did. 630 reputation. That's nice. And I still have time left on my Dark Moon carousel, so we can keep cruising. 4,200 rep for one weekly. That's pretty fun. Oh, we're so close to. We'll do this rooftop thing, this weirdly violent world quest, and then we can get a Paragon cache. See if we get lucky and get another Paragon cache mount. So far, I've opened 3 Paragon caches: Dark Fuse, Steam Weedle, and Bilgewater, and I am 3 for 3 for first try mounts, which is kind of insane. I feel like I'm making up for some of the luck that I did not have during Collector's Bounty. I did get the Dark Fuse Precipitant now. We farmed that back, like, sort of earlier in the patch. Not at the very top of it, but kind of middle. I would think streaming the game yourself would give you progress. You would think, and I think sometimes it does, but if I don't have, like, I don't have my own stream pulled up. I have my dashboard pulled up, which has a preview, but I don't think it counts the same from a URL perspective. But yeah, it would be nice. But I just find a WoW stream and I just turn it on while I'm like AFK. I wouldn't judge anybody else for doing the same thing, because it's pretty much what I do. One button assist thing stopped working, but apparently the fix is to reset your computer. Oh. Why? There we go. We have a Paragon cache? Blackwater, yeah, that's the stuff. Let's go see. Man, that was fast. We're actually going to get quite a bit, because we still have shipping and handling and surge pricing to do. So let's go turn this in. What's that one for? Oh, Cartel's Fun. Let's go turn this in, see if we got anything, and then if not, and maybe even if so, we can do the shipping jobs. Don't mind me. As long as you don't feel ripped off, endorse the hustle. Yeah, we got like double drops this week because Adorned Half Shell is still up until the 12th. All right. Blackwater Trove. Come on. And Paragon cache. Drum roll. No. One Miscellaneous Mechanica, which I will take, but that does mean I need more reputations, so it seems that it is time to do some jobs. Come on, we can do these in a hurry. We're really good at this. Right? Yeah. This is a package. I'm actually not bad at these if I pay attention. The trouble is if I try to like autopilot them while I'm talking to stream or having a monologue or just having a really complex thought. It's pretty easy for me to mess these up. Up here? Yeah. And then where do you want me to go? This way. It is pretty heavy on drops. Yeah, they just have a lot of stuff that they're promoting. They usually do. These days, they usually do a drop around patch releases, so it's not too surprising that they decided to do that. So we should be good for the shipping, or for the surge pricing quest. Should be all set there. So this is Daisy. So we just kind of jump here. Which is telling me I have progress on both drops, even though I already have the shell. Indie companies, man. Thinking about dinner, crash the car. Wish there was an Uber mode for the car where you just pick up and deliver packages. Yeah, is this reflecting like an actual delivery driver problem where you're, the person bringing your Amazon packages also has to like get your cat out of a tree and squish a bunch of sentient slime that's around your house before they can leave? Yes. It's just inspired a side hustle. This one. There are transmogs from rares in this zone that are driving me nuts because they won't drop for me. I did that one already. Normally I feel like the third one lights up. I did that one. Oh, maybe I finished it. I didn't turn off jobs, did I? No, I'm on a streak still. Did I break it? I feel like there was another one that needed talking to. Might have broken it. If I did, I can start my streak over again. It wouldn't disqualify me for urge to search. Although, you'd think I should have gotten it. Oh dear. Uh-oh. Here, we'll turn jobs off, mech on again, do another one and see, because I think it actually skipped me past the green one that I should have gotten. Oh no. I just want to make some more progress on my Paragon cash balance before I leave this place. Collector's bounty over. I wish you apps obtained. It's time to farm Rookmar. Nice. Yeah, because this is the last week of Fordua's Fortunes, right? Like they only run until the 12th. Is it patch week or is it, you know, the Goblin Rep final push, huh? Love trucks in games. I'd do it as a Draenei delivering to WoW cities any day. That would be funny. That would be a fun little side project. Like if they're gonna do like a spooky horror game, I don't see why they can't. Why is the Draenei driving the truck specifically? There we go. Want me to align some crystals? We can do that. DoorDash in the US, thinking, offer this to my customers when I do a delivery, try and score a few extra bucks. Not trying to get rich, just trying to save up. Oh, the window washing thing. Mm. Go. One more? Yeah. Perfect. Shipment in Silverman, you have to deliver it to Stormwind, and you have to use the drive card to pull the cargo. I don't know. I feel like they could give you the option to do either. And it would just be a question of, like, does this take you ages, or do you steer? That one. Going this way. It is not giving me surge pricing. I've been doing jobs this whole time. Tip chests have been getting hit. It is not giving me this urge to surge weekly, which is a little annoying just because I didn't really want to have to be here an hour from now. I've been doing the jobs and I wanted the rep for, like it's going to be a huge chunk of rep for another Paragon cache. It generally gives you a box when it ticks past one of these things. And then that generally fills your urge to surge bar. It doesn't usually wait until the whole thing is over. It is not a chance. It's you do enough jobs, or the zone does enough jobs for it to tick past the bar. I don't think it's working correctly. I think this is bugged. I don't know if it's bugged for everybody, but I don't think we can blame user error for this one. I've been doing this the whole patch for chat lists. You have to complete at least one job before the bar fills up to the next thing in order to qualify. So if you didn't make it in the first 10, you might not get it. Doesn't usually work right away for me. It's given me tip chests. I have the tip chests in my bags. There's green, there's blue. I've signed my cartel. It's broken. That is busted. I'm telling you. Defeat the slimes. I think that's just a new patch thing. Weird things tend to go wrong. Don't gaslight me. You don't think it's related to the tip chests? I think that's literally what it is. Oh, you're making me feel crazy over here. Well, Well, we can at least do our, at least it's counting for the streak, so we can do that anyway. We can get another 5 jobs done here. We just need a few more slimes. Like how we get an Azoth eye dot now. An Azoth eye dot. Love Patch Week. Not even sure what it's doing, but I noticed the icon. What do you mean? You should get credit after getting a tip chest. You're not crazy. Yeah. Been like that for me for 100%. Sometimes I get credit 5 minutes after surge pricing is done. I know sometimes like it's weird and it turns out the chests in strange times, but generally when I get a chest, that's what triggers the weekly for me. That's just not working quite right. Which is fine. It's just annoying because I wanted the reputation. Like, I actually care this week. I actually want it. Oh, dear. Anyway, we got that one. 4 more jobs. One of them is just resting, so. See the eye dot on the mobs. An eye dot on the mobs. You mean like the... I'm losing it. I'm losing it. Oh, as a shadow priest. I am a shadow priest. Maybe it's the new shadow priest thing. I'm having a bit of a moment. Alright, what do they want me to do in here? They want me to suggest names. We can do that. Maybe it's like a combat animation that I'm not seeing because I'm not in combat right now. Morning. Good morning, Amy. How are you doing today? How's... What are we on, Wednesday? How's Wednesday shaping up? I get to start a new book today. I finished 20,000 Leagues. It was alright. It was fine. I'm glad I finished it. It's a little too much whale violence for my taste. A new combat thing over the mob. Oh, okay. I'm just looking at random vermin being like, N'Zoth, hello? Yeah, it's probably... I know they added a bunch of new combat animations. That's got to be what it is. Idol and N'Zoth. Gotcha. Express extermination. Hang on. Very important. Any chance? I'm sitting on 13 miscellaneous Mechanica. I did not get any there. 13 miscellaneous Mechanica. I really would like 113, because then we can get everything. Roach is diffused. You betcha. Perfect little house for sale. It's so hard looking before like you're ready to move on something because you will find stuff. I noticed that too. When I didn't have my pre-approval yet and I was just kind of window shopping, I would see places and I would be like, oh man, this one would have been perfect. Discussion's going well? Oh good. 2 interviews scheduled for Monday. Nice! That's exciting. Look at you're doing it. Look at you go. Accepted my fate of doing these weekly quests for rep for a couple of Mechanica for the next 6 months. Going the wrong way. Hang on, Candy. Candy could drop me my shoulders. I've killed her so many times. I should have added her into rarity. I need these mend and match shoulder pads for transmog. And they can drop from like a bunch of different rares down here and none of them want to cough it up. I wonder if I need to be on like a leather character or something. I don't think so. But they like won't. They just won't. Every time I hear Koresh, I just think of David Koresh. Over here. Coriander wolf. Oh. Convert into a traditional sun. Wow. Thank you so much. I wonder if we're going to get another crack at this Paragon cache this morning. I just want to get like my goblin rep done and then I can start new content, I swear. But that weekly's gonna drive me bonkers. I think I should just give it a day. I think that's what I should do. I don't think I should try to turn it in or like try to like do it again in an hour, because I think if it's broken, it's just give it some time. Private heaps, Starface cleanup. Okay. Might if you do some world quests and side gig. Yeah. Well, the side gigs barely give anything. I hate them. I hate the side gigs. They give like 200 reputation where everything else is like more than twice as much. It feels like, and it's reputation sometimes with things that you're not even working on. It's not even the one that you picked, and they take like a really obnoxious amount of time. It's like 400 this week. I mean, I'm still cranky, and there's nothing you can do about it. Got the Blackwater Bone Crusher will watch you. Oh, congratulations! Lucky. The annoyed sound I made when I realized you can't mount and phase dive in. Okay, so we did the many jobs one. We got the jobs done for shipping. I'm gonna need to do a side gig. Actually, if I do another rare, I don't have to. Is somebody doing precipitant right now? I was gonna say that's great for market research, and it is great for market research, but I don't actually need market research anymore. I wouldn't say no to it for like I wouldn't say no to market research for the sake of just miscellaneous mechanica, but I don't need to grind it anymore. What is this button? Void volley. That's what I get for not reading. Okay, there's some reputation. Actually, a lot of Blackwater rep. It's kind of nice. Kind of surprising. I still have 22 minutes at Darkwing Fair, so I'm gonna actually turn in this weekly. I think we can turn off our job streak at this point. Oh no, I'm in jail. I don't know if I need to press it right away or focus on the Void Rift blasts. Let me out! I didn't do it! Cash. Oh, cool! I'm getting ethereal crest from doing these weeklies. That's kind of fun. I mean, they're weathered crests. I don't think they're gonna really change my life, but new icon, kind of fun to see. All right. Everything except for that surge pricing one because it's busted. How do we do with Blackwater? 52. Darn, I would have been really close because it's like 4,000 rep. Here, let's do some more world quests. I'm gonna look this up and see if anybody else. Orange to surge. That's my barrel. Try to figure it out on my own. Need to read some guides later. Yeah, I usually wing it until I end up in a group content, and then while I'm like getting summoned to the dungeon or whatever, then I'm like trying to speed read the Wowhead guide. Maybe I should do the... Maybe we should do our, whatchamacallums. You made the group content guide. I actually do that in raids. In raids when, my guild will link my video, or I'll link my video to my guild and they'll watch it before we pull a boss for the first time, just to have like a 2-minute look-see at it. And while people are watching or not watching the video, I just like AFK because I'm not watching it again. I just spent like 2 weeks making the thing. So I will spend, I'll usually get up and just go for like an anxious walk because it freaks me out to think that other people are like watching my video while I wait. Hi Dorta, how you doing today? It's on exclamation house if anyone's looking for the bear noodles update. That's the one. Got our moving dates in there. I have no idea how much time off I'm gonna need for moving. Normally I try to like take no time off, but I'm gonna need to be doing some back and forth, and it's like a pretty decent drive. And I'm gonna need to come back a couple of times for some different things, so I might not have a ton of time for like the first week or two. Congratulations. What's it like? Oh, it's got a roof. It's got a door. It's got some windows. Do I need to kill those? No, I do not. Yeah, it's just hard because like it's, I mean, it's always new content time, but it's going to be like expansion announcement time. What the heck? I'm not shipping. I'm not shipping. Stop showing me my shipping objective. I'm not doing it. Oh, it won't clear from my map. That's kind of weird and annoying. Yeah, we'll do some side gigs. If this goes smoothly as possible. Take the whole week if you can. Yeah, it's just hard because I know that it's content. I know I want to make it. And to be quite frank, everything about moving is really expensive, so it feels silly of me to not make as much money as I can by making timely content while there's fresh new stuff out. It's kind of like, make hay while the sun shines because your horse is hungry. You know? That's the rest of the saying. You don't always hear the whole thing, but... I don't actually know if horses eat hay. For all I know, they take naps in it. We're going this way. Okay, found a great place in Cortez Island. Now all I need to do is get my art career going. Yeah, some room for Moosey to run. There's some outside space. Alright, we're gonna get on a flying mount. We're doing the whole batch of side gig quests here. These ones are slow. But at least I'm not getting lost in the cave. This one is fine. It's the rest of them. But a 200 rep? I don't know. I don't know if that's worth it. We can do it. We can do it. Oh, I don't have that quest. I was hoping that that quest was up, but it's not. There's other ones. Alright. Kill blood monstrosities and clean them. Both. You have to do both. Out there. Kicking butt, taking names. Has a new patch on the road today. Hope to start playing tonight. Lurking. Hello! I will find out today what the new patch is like. I haven't gone yet. I logged in and I was still in Undermine because I had wanted to open a Paragon cache out there, and I did that, which is great. But then I was like, oh, we still have Reputation, and I still need Miscellaneous Mechanica, and I still need more Paragon mounts, and so I'm still playing Undermine. I guess I'm not quite ready to leave. We will. We will. Eventually. We need to clean slimes. I did do Panda starting for the mount. I did do that while it was up. It's a gorgeous mount. I had to do that. Clean the slime. Good. At this point, are there any environments you think Blizzard hasn't done or you'd like to see more of? Weird to think this is the third time we've done the floating island in space thing. I mean, isn't every island in space kind of floating? Isn't that kind of like the point of space? Like there's nothing for them to be on. Things that they haven't done yet that I'd want them to do. Not really. I don't know if I have like a poor imagination or what. I feel like them repeating themes like that is not necessarily like a bad thing, you know, if that sort of floating island idea feels very wow at this point, then, you know, new takes on it. Not the end of the world. We had a bit more Zangarmarsh giant mushrooms. We had lots of mushrooms and spores and stuff going on in like the Underkeep areas in like BFA. Oldir had a bunch of that. I'd like for them to take us to Azeroth's moon. In the comparison, they've done a forest like a dozen times. Jungle. Got a decent amount of jungle. Hazel and chat. Hey, Seven Saga, how you doing? Happy Wednesday. I keep wanting to say happy Saturday. It's not Saturday. It's not even close. We are firmly midweek. Alright. We're almost finished with a couple of these, actually. Although I haven't done the Lost in the Sauce one. Maybe I should just give up on that one. It's going to take so long. 25 stacks for the unseemly growth. Oh no. Oh, there's two quests that want me to have the unseemly thing. That's right. Makes me think what else the art team could do. Yeah, maybe my imagination's not on yet today. Congrats to the house. Thank you. It's new to me, anyway. It's not really new to the world, but that's okay. This one? I can't believe how soon I'm moving. Like I'm packing, but I'm not packing much until I'm done raid guides. Basically this week until Tuesday is all about raid guides for me. And then I have like what, one more week before I move, if that. Hang on. So Tuesday's the 12th. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have like another week. And there's gonna be some other stuff that I have to do in the meantime, but like to basically finish packing and like planning and organizing and everything. It just like, I know it's gonna go so fast. I feel like I'm just gonna close my eyes and wake up and I'm gonna be in the house. Have you seen the leaked pre-order bonus for Midnight? Flabby was telling me a little bit about it. I didn't like read any articles. I heard something about pre-orders getting you early access to player housing, but not like the expensive pre-orders, but that they were also doing, for the deluxe edition, they were also doing early access to the expansion again, which doesn't super surprise me. Correct me if I'm wrong though, because like I said, that's just something that I heard that somebody told me. Well, how the process was so long. Now that you have it, it's on fast forward. Yeah, we've been going through it, and it feels like time's crawling, but it's not. It's really. I've been so in my feelings and nostalgic for everything about the area that I live in right now. Like every time I walk my dog, and I almost cried because I was seeing a cat that I visit sometimes. It's like a neighborhood street cat, and she's the best. She's so sweet. She's probably the most spoiled street cat there's ever been, because I'm pretty sure like 30 people look after her. And she like, she always like runs up to see me. Like she chirps and she runs, and I've never fed her. I just give her pets, but like she's all over it. And I'm petting her and I'm telling her that I'm moving. I'm telling her to look after herself, and I'm telling her that she can call me whenever she wants, even though she's a cat. And then it's like, okay, bye-bye. And then I like start walking away, and she follows me for like a block and a half, and I like at one point I stopped to pet her again because she's breaking my heart. It's not even my cat. She's gonna be just fine. I've never in my life given her anything but attention, so she doesn't need me for necessities. There we go, rescued a goblin. That's good. Oh yeah, tenders for higher tiers are pre-ordering, right? And early access, yeah. Moving from the place I lived longest as a kid, laid on the floor and cried. Yeah. And I'm so excited to be starting something new, but it's hard to get excited about new thing. I mean, I am excited, but like, I haven't lived there before, so I don't have memories for it yet. Whereas I have like, I've spent 3 years just being here. It's tough. It's gonna be a little sad. And I'll come back and visit the city. I'm not moving like completely away from it the way I have moved away from places in the past. My family still lives here. I'm gonna have to come back for different things, but it's not gonna be the same. I feel like I'm definitely going to not want to come down here as often as I think I'm going to, because like once I get comfy in the new place, I'm gonna be like, wait, drive back to the city? Are you crazy? This better be good. There's a walk I used to do every day for years in Calgary, and the day I realized was the last time I'd walked that path, I nearly lost it. There was a cat that I called Warrior. That cat, I think, moved away. Hopefully moved away. Hopefully didn't die. A couple of years, like over a year ago, if not 2 years ago by now. I don't think Moose and Wario ever crossed paths, and I think I've had Moose for 2 years now. Moose's 2-year gotcha day is like now. Which is crazy. I was looking at a bunch of Moosey videos from 2023 being like, how has it been 2 years already? When did my baby grow up? Are you moving far? Opinions differ. Feels far to me. Can't find the drop list thing. Happy gotcha, Lucy. I was talking with my realtor and she says there's like a real thing that at least I feel where it's like islanders don't want to drive anywhere. So people that live in really big places where it's really normal for them to have to drive like 2, 3, 4 hours to get someplace don't really think a lot of it. But here someone has to drive like an hour and it may as well be in space. Like they just don't want to do it if they don't have to. It's like a whole big thing. Let's see, about the same age as our kittens. Dax now weighs 8 kilograms. Hang on. What is this in pounds? 8 kg. Our vet gives us weights in kg and I always have to turn them into pounds because I don't really know what... 8,000 grams, obviously. That's a big cat! Like one ballad or West Seattle. Greatly enjoy the occasional moose pics on Insta. I was really proud of that one I took and put on the store the other day. I thought he looked real cute. 2.2 pounds to a kg. Yeah, Cam is always on autofocus. Cam is never not on autofocus. I did notice this week on the news video, the background was kind of coming in and out a bit. I honestly don't really have the energy to try to deal with it though. I might try and adjust things a little bit for next time, but I'm kind of drowning. I don't know if I got it in me. As long as it's on, I think that's our bar for now. Okay. We get something? We got something to loot over here? We do. This is our last goblin. How am I only 6 to 10 unseemly grits? This is a terrible quest. I cleaned it for the first time last week. Maybe that was the problem. Maybe I like being dirty. That's what I get. Come on over here. So these you can loot the unseemly growth as well. You don't have to kill stuff for it. Of 10. They're like, I know what I'm looking for, but I'm not finding them. Oh, there's one. They don't stand out a whole lot. Hi. Hello, how you doing? Happy Wednesday. This one? Yeah. There we go. That's this stuff. Not on an island or anything. Midwesterners will drive anywhere. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know if you just get used to not needing to drive much or like far. Or if... I know traffic can make things very variable. Like, I don't like going past places where I have to time when I'm coming back because of rush hour traffic. Like, there's a drive that's like pretty normal that like kind of is between you and a lot of things. And without traffic, or at the right time of day, it's going to be like 20 minutes. But if you hit it at the wrong time of day, you're going to be there for at least an hour. If you're lucky, assuming nothing. And then if there's an accident, God forbid, you're there all night. So it's not like I've driven it plenty of times and I've never actually gotten stuck because I'm not commuting, so I can avoid rush hour. But it just doesn't like really talk you into it. It's not like a tempting thing to go. I always feel like I'm tempting fate a little bit whenever I go that way because there aren't really any alternate routes. The mountains kind of block you off. So like if you wanted an alternate route to drive around and you were going to go back and find another way around, you're talking like 4 hours plus. Favorite class of all time? Keeping all expansions in mind, what class do you enjoy the most? Oh, priest. Big priest main over here. Hi, Blaze. How you doing? Did I finish all my quests? I did. Thank goodness. Okay. Let's go to the drill and turn these in. Won't touch the big city nearby with a 10-foot pole. We'll go to another state's capital to pick up a Facebook Marketplace listing. I think I'm going to get more anxious about driving after I leave the city because I'm going to, like, right now, if I'm driving, I kind of have to be driving in the city because that's where I'm starting from. But I think that once I'm not doing that all the time anymore, I'm gonna get like, I'm gonna not want to do it. Because there's always something insane going on. There's always somebody trying to like invent rules that don't exist to serve themselves, and you just have to like try to stay out of their way so you don't die. Okay. This way. Good, good, good. Yeah, I'm not like, it is 420 rep per, so that's not nothing, but it's with like random cartels. 59, 59, 58. Blackwater's the one we're on right now. We're 6k in. We can... Oh, you know what? It did trigger late. This is the first time it's ever happened to me, but it did, for some reason, trigger late. Maybe the third one worked. I swear the first two did not. I'll take it, though. How does Shadow feel? I mean, I'm like an hour into it, and all I've done is this. So far, all I've done is be cranky that my talents changed and wonder what my new button after Void Torrent is. I'm sure it'll be fine. I need to get used to it. I don't really know what's going on yet. There we go. So that's worth another 4,200. Also my last 3 minutes surge pricing. So now, yes! One more Paragon cache. Love that. Love that with this buff in a week, you can get enough rep for like a whole Paragon cache just from weeklies. That's nice. Let's go turn that in and see. Market research from Blessedly done. I got my Paragon cache mount. I am finished. Finito with Dark Fuse. Very happy. Alright. Speaking of, we're hoping for a Blackwater Bone Crusher. This is my second Paragon cache of Blackwater. Drum roll! Yes! Nice! Alright, so I don't need to stress too much about the rest of the world quests out here because they're giving rep that I don't need. I might do this one because it's like 1,000 gold. It's like 1,000 gold I could get to keep, and it's right here. That was the first Paragon cache that didn't give its mount up on the first one, and it gave its mount up on the second one. So I'm alright with these. There's only one Paragon cache mount left for me, and then the only reason to come back and do weeklies was going to be Miscellaneous Mechanica, which will admittedly take me the rest of my life. Nice. Glad to have that done. Glad to have that done, because there is going to come a day where I'm like, too lazy to come back here now and do these. And this week is also like a good week to do them because let's see, Blackwater Bone Crusher is a good week to come back because of the end of the whatchamacallit. Did you know you can just like, you don't have to use the cannon, you can literally just like run up and like click on them? I don't think it's faster, but it's funny that it's an option. Got a printer for my business to do a mail route. Super glue to stick the motherboard back down. My camper charger. Cable adapters. New printer can print for my phone. That's always nice. Love that. Better than farming rares for longer. Oh, Paragon cache is given Mechanica is going to devolve into doing an hour a week for a year. Yeah, I think so. But yeah, I will take that over. I'm right there with you. I'll take that over trying to hope we get it from rares, because I wasn't getting them from rares anyway. I barely got any from rares. The drop rate just seemed so poor. Galianda, thank you very much for the 2-month resub. Appreciate it. Alright, that was the easiest 1,000 gold I ever made. So, we did chat list. Chat list is finished. I can turn that in for a little bit of a... We're almost at Undermine, guys. Turn that in for a little bit of progress on Chatmate, don't mind me. Oh, Swole Greek God, thank you very much for the brand new sub. Appreciate it. Thanks for the Prime sub. Oh, don't mind me driving. How to buy any phone from eBay? My phone is dying. What? Going up. Complete a chat list. Nice. So, loads of Valor Stones. And I have lots of Valor Stones stashed in other characters. I am capped again. I have lots of Valor Stones stashed in other characters. I suppose I should go pull some more over to another character. Because we're gonna probably get more while we do our intro questing, right? Oh my goodness, Nagar's raid, thank you very much. Welcome everybody. I hope you're having a lovely week. I hope you had a lovely stream. Happy Wednesday. Hazel. Hi. How you guys doing? Came just in time. I just finished noodling around in Undermine because I couldn't bring myself to leave. Oh, Deacon Frost, thank you very much for the gift subs. Appreciate it. It was good that we got 2 Paragon cash mounts today, so we can leave with our heads held high. It's not swimming in a sea of like stinky disappointment like the End of Collector's Bounty. Welcome, welcome. It's time to begin. For the first time, maybe I should have picked up some of these before I went and did a bunch of weeklies. It is time to begin for the first time. Whatever it is we're doing this patch. Shadowy Invitation, probably that way. Goodness gracious. It's a huge raid. Jiraiya loves WoW. Oh, 3 months in advance tier 1 stuff. My goodness. Look at that rad matrix looking gnome. You like it? I got the coat from the Dark Fuse cartel farm, and I thought I had to, if I was gonna stand around farming trash, I needed to put it on. I like it with the sunglasses. I couldn't really think of what weapons to use, but I thought that the pliers seemed vaguely menacing, which is the vibe. Perfect, right? You know, what a better time to be a Shadow Priest. There we go. Pliers work. Better part of Valor. Oh, I didn't open my vault. Okay, hang on. We gotta pull stones to somebody. Who wants Valor Stones? Which of my alts, I should be clear, wants Valor Stones? Oh man, I just wanted to open the did they actually turn off transfer? Or is it just because I'm capped? I'll take a look. Maybe they turned it off. Yeah. I'll be nice. Transfers are off now? Oh. Alright, well then I guess I'm just capped. Ooh. Why? I mean, I kind of get why, but like, why? Like the coat? Preferential to the Ashbane Long coat. Fun detected. The Valorstone cap drives me nuts. Because, like, what am I supposed to do now? I can't upgrade any gear. I don't have any new gear yet. And I'm going to be getting a bunch of them and just burning them, which is, it just feels bad. Yeah. This quest is going to give me 100 Valor Stones that I don't need. I can't upgrade a gosh darn thing. Delete Valor Stones serve no purpose. I don't mind having them for upgrading gear. It was kind of exciting to get them early when I needed them. But, I don't know. Dialogue UI is the add-on that's modifying my quest interface here. Cat feels psychologically uncomfy. Yeah, let's see. What did I get in my vault? I think I got gold! Wow! I don't even think I need Mog. Nah, we got gold. I'll take it. Yeah, it's a season 2, so it literally, you can't even trade it for anything anymore, I don't think. I think it just sells. But it sells for the same amount that I would have been trading it for anyway, I'm pretty sure. Actually, maybe the rate's not as good, but what are you gonna do? Anyway. We've entered it. Give me my gold. Can't shake a stick at the gold you get. Pretty nice chunk. Hazel. Hi, Corkany. How you doing? The cap is Blow's trying to say spend them, don't hoard them, but hitting cap is easy and it feels really bad to waste them. Right? I'm assuming that the gearboxes... I'm going to take a look, but I'm assuming that the gearboxes are... I used to be able to spend them here. Yeah, there's nothing for me here. I wonder if you need to get some Mythic Plus rating or something to do that. It's a new healer. What healer would you recommend? I mean, I'm a Holy Priest main, so I'm biased. I always tell people Holy Priest. But that's just because that's the one that I play. I'm sure there are good arguments for lots of different ones. H-Priest just feels comfy to me in my brain, so I assume that everybody's going to agree. I don't want this one. Yeah, Twitch drops are on. Drops are on. Didn't look. The undercoins? Let me see. Currency. Undercoins. Yeah, undercoins reset as well. That was true. It was true. Boxes were cool. Got plenty of Mog champion gear for alts. Hopefully they return soon. 2 upgraded currencies and higher tier gear doesn't make sense. You get them everywhere in the campaign. Well, I'm not. I'm not getting them everywhere because there's nothing really for me to do. I got to do the campaign. I need to get my cloak. I think they're just gonna burn. Nothing to be done about it. On a character that needs the stones and skip on your main. So many of my characters are holding so many Valor Stones because I was funneling them. I don't think it matters. It's just really annoying. My main is gonna need to get... I'm gonna do it here. Shadow Garden, stop another road. Dimensius. Dimensius. Yeah. Glad I spent the 20k undercoins I just found sitting around before reset. Appreciate watching your raid guides over the years. Thank you, Figgy. I appreciate that. Priest of Shadow healed. Too many idiots standing and firing with DPS. I love healing. I think I just like I like feeling like I'm helping. I don't know, I can't lie. I'm a little bit of a diva on the inside. Look at this Mog. I like to choose who lives and who dies.
Time grows short.
So true. I don't think I'm too fussed about what we're doing here. As long as you give me the stuff that I need, I think we're fine. Koresh Trust. Alright, we got a new faction. You know what I haven't looked at is what do we get here? Anything cool? Anything fun? Trade an untethered coin. Assisting him. You can find pocket storage treasures, crest recipes, crystals. I'm hoping we get tons of resonance crystals because I'm gonna need a lot of them. Veteran armor. Maybe I'm just basically looking for mounts. I'm sure there are some. Yeah, Ruby Void Creeper. Gotcha. Terror of the Wastes. Okay. I like healing except for when the group runs away from me in a dungeon. Where are you all going? Stay a while and listen. Alright. Bracket optional. They know me so well. I should pick a mount that kind of matches the theme a little bit here. No, not the burned Valor Stones. Kill arcane creatures and seal the unstable artifact. Also, I don't think I'm going to be replacing my gear in a hurry here. Am I going through? I am going through. That's nice. Well, the blue glass sand in the barren areas. Confetti rising from the bottom of their WoW UI this patch. Confetti. I haven't seen confetti. I did have something yesterday, and I couldn't figure out what it was from. I was just logged in on a character not even in new zones, and I just had it open because I was looking through the dungeon journal, and there was like an eye blink over like my whole screen. It was making my whole screen flash, but it wasn't like a graphics card dying kind of flash. It literally looked like a shrinking and opening eye blink. And at first I was like, well, there's something weird happening with the sky. I'm gonna go indoors. And then I went indoors and it was still doing it. And I don't... It's an exploit. Someone's spamming it in major cities. Oh, okay. Because I was like looking through my graphics options being like, what is this? And how do I make it stop? I'm normally on my computer in like... with like minimum monitor brightness in like a dark room. Like Smeagol. And it's really distracting. Adopted a kitten today? Congrats, Iranim. 12 weeks old, half Maine Coon, half. Pardon me? Aka what? 20 minutes trying to figure out if it was an add-on. Had some stuff. Things would go black. I could only see nameplates. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be the smoothest patch launch I've ever seen. Oh, a couple of issues here and there. This is nice. I like being able to fly around Tazavesh. Okay, not really a line. Alright, super big. Congratulations on your kitty. Grandma Hazel, that's a visual. That's the truth. You can't think I'm put together just because I'm dressed, you know. And dressed is a strong word. You don't know how many days I've been wearing this shirt. Cat distribution system at work as usual. Are any of us put together? Some of you are. Some of you really are. Not me. Yeah, that's alright. Being put together is optional. Yeah, we'll know how many days you've been wearing it if the smell ever comes to video. I don't think I'm stinky, but I just like showers. And that's overrated. That's how you tell whether or not you need to take off the shirt is you do the smell test. I don't know how you guys get around without wearing pants though. Wouldn't you get cold? I guess it's climate dependent. I bet if I lived somewhere tropical, I wouldn't wear any, but consume large quantities of garlic. Embrace this thing. Mom was surprised I spent money at a non-necessary expense. Wow, is a necessary expense. Yeah, it ain't free, but like compared to basically any other modern entertainment option, you know how expensive it is to like go out and eat? Stay inside, eat noodle, play World of Warcraft. Depends on how warm you keep your home. I don't know. I think it's probably that too, but like different people are different. Like if I was to walk around without clothes, I think it would need to be like 25 plus Celsius in order for me to maintain equilibrium doing that. I get cold so easy if I'm like not moving, like if I'm just sitting at my desk for an hour, I get really cold. They include a smell on Twitch stream. Would people want that? Oh my gosh. People always want something once. Wow, that was the most embarrassing shadow crash that's ever happened. I don't think we don't want to talk about that. Looking forward to having my own home being in charge of the thermostat. When I was young, I used to think I would keep my home really warm, but then I discovered heating bills. And now I just put on a lot of layers. Or like I'll have smaller things that like still cost electricity but are more personal, like, you know, the hot water bottle. You know, I had to boil the water, but it'll keep me warm for a few hours, or like the foot oven appliance, you know. Although I packed my foot oven, so if my feet get cold in the next 2 weeks, we're out of luck. Hello? The store will open. Studio unheated in Calgary. Not looking forward to winter in Calgary. Had an ant problem with sugar ants. Yep. It's true, ants don't like cinnamon. I think they're leaving. Oh, nice! I used to get really bad sugar ant problems seasonally, and I would try everything, and I would go nuts. And it wouldn't really help, but then like the weather would change and they would just stop. Like it was only really like early summer that they would try to come in. It was like spring and early summer, and then that was the only time of year I ever had problems with them, but I always had problems with them then. Like doesn't matter how clean I kept things. I used to like spray their trails and like wipe them down to like disrupt their scent paths and stuff, and it didn't help a little bit, but they just move in super common here. Yeah. Dad keeps the temp at 67 in the winter, tells everyone to wear sweats. Yep. Listen, heat ain't free. How is packing going? It's, raid guides are first, for sure, but I have boxes packed. I'm kind of chipping away at it in between other things. Like, whenever I can't bring myself to sit at my desk anymore, I'll just get up and start putting stuff into a box. Like, I've got boxes around that I can just kind of pack a little bit as I go. So it is kind of coming along. The trick is to not pack anything that you're gonna, like, really need, but also, like, what do you really need? Fuzzy bathrobes changed my life. I'm also trying to make an effort to label the boxes that I pack as I'm packing them, so that they have like a sticker that tells which room they're going into in the new place to kind of help the movers. But even if they don't do that, I also have like a couple notes about what I put into the box, so that later when I'm looking for stuff, I can hopefully at least kind of sort of remember what's in each box, or like which one had the thing that I'm looking for. I'm trying to keep them categorized. I'm trying to keep them labeled, like just an extra 10 seconds when I'm done packing it to be like, this is the stuff from the bins by the front door. This is my sewing stuff, whatever. I do not know how many chapters we can complete this week. Somebody in stream might, though. 3? Scoot says 3. By the end, I wind up with several just labeled miscellaneous. I think that's where we're going to get. I think that's going to be the... I think the detritus is going to get packed like that. I'm seeing if I can get away without packing or without purchasing any packing supplies aside from the boxes and the tape by using all of like my clothes, plushies, blankets, towels as packing materials. Basically, like anything fragile is getting packed in and amongst clothes, plushies, blankets, towels, and they're being used kind of to box fill a little bit. Okay, I've done this. I can leave this area now. And I'm hoping I can get away with that for everything, but we'll see. I may run out of clothes, plushies, blankets, towels. Half the boxes be living bedroom. It's going to be really annoying when I'm trying to find a sweater because I'm going to be like, okay, which dish did I pack in that sweater? Like, it's a good job at moving in the summer. And I can just kind of like get away with one hoodie for everything because I have a lot of other ones and they're all being used. Minimalist or a pack rat? It depends on who you're comparing me to. It's really hard for me to have a scale of the national average or the average for wherever it is that you're asking from because compared to lots of people, I don't have very much stuff, and I'm sure compared to lots of other people, I have tons. It's kind of hard to say. People keep asking me if I have much stuff, and I'm like, well, I don't know. It's hard to define. I don't think I'm going to lose stuff too much. Like, if I lose anything, it's gone. I'm not somebody that takes months to unpack. I'm somebody that will unpack everything, and, you know, knock on wood, I'm sure I'm going to regret saying this, but, like, when I'm on the other side of a place, I want to keep unpacking until everything's at least out of the boxes. It doesn't need to be in a good spot, but it needs to be out of the boxes and kind of sort of in a direction where it's going. I hate having stuff still in boxes. I will not rest. Still in boxes I packed in 97. There is a possibility that you don't need them. 20 boxes worth of books. Sleepiness here, thank you very much for the brand new Prime sub. Appreciate it. Relative question, I thought I had a lot of stuff until I responded to a few hoarder houses. Yeah, my dog has a lot of stuff. But I do tend to get rid of things when I'm not using them anymore. There's a big kind of like free trading culture around here where you're able to put stuff out like on the street corner and somebody will come pick it up. Assuming that it's like a thing that somebody might need. Like if people don't need it themselves, they'll refurbish it to like resell it. So it's easy to kind of get rid of stuff as long as it's not like absolute junk. I don't think that's going to be the case in my next place, so I'm going to kind of miss that. Oh, made it easy to get rid of just random things. Someday I'm going to need an S-video to RGB cable, and then we'll see who's laughing. Get back from somewhere, leave things in the suitcase, live out of the suitcase even when I'm home until the clothes are naturally rotated into the wash. I mean, if you're happy like that, that just sounds efficient. How is new Shadow Priest? Oh, it seems to be working well enough for questing. No, I'm not moving to Calgary. One of our regulars used to live in Calgary and moved from Calgary. Maybe that's where you got it from. I live in BC, and I'm just moving locally-ish. Stay a while and listen. Yep. Fit everything out into the back of my Civic. Yeah, I'm definitely not that much of a minimalist. I am definitely paying for movers. I have furniture now. Like, there's, like, desks, a couch, you know, there's, like, a little table, there's a couple of desk chairs, there's a couple of dining chairs, there's a bed, you know. It's definitely going to be like a movers thing. Yay, Cracker, thank you for the 57-month resub. When we moved into this place, we filled a small U-Haul. And I've gotten more stuff since then. That was like without, like I bought a bunch of furniture after I moved in. All you need is beanbags everywhere. Ma'am, I'm 32. My back can't handle that anymore. Moving into the deep woods, be sure you get enough fuel for your generator. You know what's funny is I was looking into generators because I probably will at one point get one after I get sick of losing food in the freezer to power outages. And I was looking at different generators and it was talking about like where you put the fuel and I'm like, hold on. I don't know why I thought they just made electricity out of magic, but I didn't realize you had to put gas in them. I don't know what I thought they ran off of. I thought it was dreams. I thought that's why they were so expensive is because they could just invent electricity. What do you mean I have to go get gas? I'll call Quasimodo now. Yeah. Oh. P.O. box for housewarming gifts. I don't think I'm ever going to do that again. I had a P.O. box a couple of apartments ago, and it was very sweet, but I don't really like holding on to, I'm not sentimental, and I don't like holding on to things that I don't like acutely need, and I like to pick out my own things. So I'm like the worst possible person to get gifts from people that don't know me because I'm not going to want to keep any of it, and I'm going to feel horrible about not keeping any of it. It's just a lot nicer if I just don't accept anything in the first place.
Menzies, the all-devouring.
Got rid of my furniture. None of it costs more than the cost of movers.
Ever closer.
Yeah, one trip type of deal. Nice.
Invaders!
Mid-30s, if I sit in a beanbag, just leave me there to die. I own one of everything, one fork, knife, plate, spoon. That's what I did. That's what I did in my sad girl era. I had my lonely girl era. I moved out of my ex's place and I was like, I'm gonna be alone forever. And I went to Target and I got one bowl, one knife, one fork, one spoon. And I put them in my cupboard and I went, perfect. And then when I was not alone forever, I was like, oh geez, I need more dishes. Alright, where are we doing? We are going here. If I was in a beanbag, I would die. Whenever I'm getting a new thing, I always think of how annoying and or guilt-inducing environmentally is this going to be when I one day have to get rid of it. Because everything has its day. Microwave? Did you get one? Will you get one? What will you do if you get one? I mean, I don't really want one, and it seems like it's pretty easy to not get one. We didn't really do wedding gifts. I asked people to not worry about it. Their presence was enough. I didn't register. So generally speaking, we didn't really do gifts. Same thing for moving. I think people in my life usually like kind of know that usually if people are getting each other gifts, they're getting things that are like consumable. Because clutter. Have you heard about Swedish Deathblade? Yeah, I think I've seen a YouTube thumbnail or two. It just kind of seems like regular decluttering with like kind of a macabre window dressing on top of it. But yeah, I would rather not have to get, I don't know, leave somebody a big pile of mess when I die one day, but hopefully I'm not about to die. I should have a couple more years left in this bad boy. I'm gonna turn registry into down payment funds. I don't know why other people had to give me stuff for getting married. Like, it's already a good day for me, you know? Like, I know it's traditional, but I was fairly happy to sidestep that. You know, it's okay. Wedding gifts are a great way to get 4 air fryers. Here's another thing I don't feel like I need. I'm still gonna have so many appliances to pack though. Like, I don't have a microwave, I don't have an air fryer. I'm still gonna have so much stuff. I'm gonna have to find ways to pack, like the what do we have? We have an Instant Pot, we have a rice cooker, I have a food processor, I have a KitchenAid stand mixer, I have a hand mixer, I have my bread maker. Like, there's gonna be boxes and boxes of kitchen appliances, and I don't even have the major ones. A little more odd when you're an established couple with a residence. Lots of folks do honeymoon registry now. I guess so. Coffee grinder is nice. Yeah, I got a little coffee grinder. I don't have a nice one, but I don't really drink nice coffee, so it's fine. Baby showers make more sense to me because, like, especially for like a first-time parent, somebody who's just becoming a parent, I can see how they would need not necessarily brand new stuff, but like they would need equipment, they would need clothes, they would need, I can see how that makes a lot more sense. Or like, yeah, if you're establishing a new household, but we've been living together. Standard rate for friends and family helping to move pizza for all. Depends on your life. I'm paying for movers. I'm not soliciting any help. I am the youngest of all of my family. Well, that's not true. I guess my nephew's like 3, but like, of my adult family, I'm the youngest. No one's backs are getting any better. I'm not making anybody else lift my couch. It's fine. Yeah, no, we're not doing gifts. It's okay. I am 10:30. We're about an hour and a half in. Movers can pack for you. They can. It's a lot more money, and then they have to like touch your stuff. Like, I don't have secrets. My stuff's not that weird, but I still don't really want someone else to go through my stuff. And I also feel like I will have a harder time finding things post-moving if I didn't pack the boxes. I'm trying to balance having an easy move with not spending a bunch of money I don't need because I'm about to be a homeowner and I have a feeling that's going to be expensive. Don't know what's going on with Darkwing Fair. Been there several lots. Each time it disables my escape key. I've been having that problem too. I thought it was me. I thought it was my keyboard or something. Enlist the nephew. Load up his old Tonka truck. Same with the escape key. It's been driving me nuts. Yeah. If I moved again one day and I was like very well off, I could see getting Packers. I know people that move that way and they basically just, they don't deal with much of the move. They basically just have to drive there and everything gets transported and packed and unpacked basically exactly the way I had it. It seems like magic, but it also seems expensive. I am gonna hide behind a crate and take 1 minute. BRB. What the heck? I should have known that wouldn't work. Don't want to move unless I know one is coming and prune my stuff accordingly. Context. That's alright, no gnome lives forever. I might end up needing more furniture, but I also might end up putting off getting it for a few years. I'm moving from an apartment into like a house. I guess need is a strong word. If I've been living my life without the furniture until now, nothing says I need it. It's just there would be space for things that I don't currently have that I might want. Ito1296, thank you for the 2-month resub. Appreciate it. Or I get really into woodworking and also tree theft because who can afford lumber? And then I make my own furniture. Huh? Wow. How are we doing over here? Not too bad. Questing along. You know what I feel like changed with this patch is my font is really big in my chat window. You can't see it because it's hidden behind my camera, but suddenly, wood carving streams. Why not get used furniture and upcycle? Yeah, it's just, I feel like the font changed with the patch, and I'm mad because I didn't tell it to. It's Fleebo! Thank you for the 20-month resub. Welcome back, Fleebo. Take your time, that way you can get pieces you like. Yeah! I know, I've been kind of, not ungrateful, but like, people have been like, oh, hey, I know someone who's getting rid of something if you need one, and it's very nice, and that is a very cheap and efficient way to furnish a place. But I know that if I get something and I don't like, it's gonna take me like 20 years to get rid of it. So I'd rather kind of have just empty space for as long as it takes for me to figure out exactly what I want and exactly how to get it and then get something that's right. Especially when it comes to furniture. Watch woodworking streams. I think that if I got into woodworking, at some point, some digit would get sacrificed to like a terrible saw accident. So maybe I should leave the woodworking to other people. Like, I would learn how, and I would eventually be pretty good, but I would not keep all of my fingers and toes. Size. There we go, that's better. 18 point. What do they think I need 18 point for? I feel judged by this game. My mom and her sewing boxes filled with fabric sewing kits, machines. I have a sewing machine, and I've used it once. But I'm moving it with me because I'm like, what if I need it for blank, blank, blank? I need to hem these curtains. I need to make a tablecloth. I've never made a tablecloth in my life. I probably don't need the sewing machine, but it's basically brand new. It was like a starter model. It's perfect for what I need it for, which is nothing. So I'm bringing it with me. What if you need to hem more curtains? I know. I mean, I'm probably going to end up needing more curtains. I love minimalist and empty space. Husband loves knickknacks, and I have 3 kids, so it's a balance of freaking out and having peace over stuff. All those new windows. A lot of real estate negotiations will negotiate that you actually keep the window coverings that are in place, Except that the sellers actually really liked, like they wanted to bring theirs with them because they really liked them. Like, oh, okay. That's fine. You can have the curtains. I have curtains that I'm going to bring anyway because I put up, like this apartment has blinds, but I put up blackout curtains on tension rods because I hate Venetian blinds. I'm not uninstalling them or anything, but I don't want to mess with them. They always end up breaking or being finicky or some way, and I just don't vibe with them. So I'd much rather just have like a drape. Next thing I can part with are my books if the need arises. I'm going in the opposite direction. I managed to have no hard copies of books for years because I was just reading on my iPad, and I would just buy digital copies of books, and I got away with that. And I've benefited from that for a few moves, but now that I can taste my own land where I can put roots down, I'm like, ooh, I could get a bookshelf. I could have hard copies. And now, like, even though I haven't even moved yet, I probably have not like tons of books, mind you, not like boxes and boxes and boxes of books, but like it's begun basically. Blinds never hold up. Yeah, not a huge fan. Shelves of books, movies, media, my favorites. Yeah, I want to keep hard copies, but just of things that I really like. That's the trick. So I shouldn't buy books that I haven't read before, because what if I don't like them and then I have a copy of it that I like? Oh man, I paid like $30 for this. You should just read books for free at the library and then decide if you want a copy of it for a reread. That's the move. Free phone bookshelves, still not enough. Sell the books you don't like. I don't really sell anything. It's kind of my worst nightmare to have anybody like associate like my actual name with my face or my location. So I tend to just donate stuff because it's too much of a security risk to like deal with marketplace and stuff. Presents for friends. Do I look like I have friends? We have book boxes here, so if I don't want a book, I can just give it away to like a local book box. And even if I'm moving away from them, I'm gonna come back to the town eventually, so like I can just drop them off in various book boxes. This is where I've gotten a bunch of them from anyway. These little libraries. If you got a goat, you wouldn't need to buy a lawnmower. After moving so many times, we'll only buy books that I've read and truly like. Yeah, I love a hard copy, but I don't want to keep a hard copy of a book that I'm never going to read again. Unless it makes me look really cool, but like, who am I trying to impress, right? Hey, liking this priest changes? It seems fine. I'm working with it well enough. I don't really know what they did. I just grabbed a little copy. A little talent build off of Wowhead. Room called the library. I've already taken it out of the library twice. Goes in the buy list. Big on cookbooks. I like rotating cookbooks. Like, I also have a binder where I'll print off a recipe that I want online, and then I'll put it in the binder, and then if I ever want to make it again, I just use that. Because I hate trying to cook off like a laptop screen. I would much rather just have like a printer paper on my counter. So yeah, I have cookbooks, but like if I find myself not going back to it repeatedly, I will pass it on back into the ecosystem and keep an eye out for other ones. Like there's no point in me keeping a cookbook that is full of really interesting recipes that use a bunch of ingredients that cost $45 each. It's just not happening. Or like things that are just like too fussy to make for me to bother making them. I like cooking well enough. I am fundamentally cheap and lazy though, so if things aren't cheap and lazy enough for me, I'm not gonna make them. Trying to impress Moose. Every single wall in my house could be bookshelves. It would not be enough. I want to live in a library. I love the smell of a ton of books. Resident offspring that cooks. I love the phrase resident offspring. Put the recipe in our family Discord. Sometimes it appears. Holiday cookbooks, understand. Yeah, I have, what do I have? I have a bread machine bread making book, which is fantastic. It's huge, but it's great. All of those recipes have hit, and I feel like there's so many of them that I'll never run out. I pick up like vegetarian cookbooks when I'm just out walking. I pick them up from the book boxes. There's one of them that I've made like one good recipe from, so I'm going to try a few more. There's another one that I made one good recipe from that I should probably again try to find 2 more. We need to see you making cheesecake again. Why? I haven't made a cheesecake in years. I made Nanaimo bars and I ate one and I almost... Like, they're pretty good, but like... I don't know. It's not that I don't eat, like, junk food or sweet stuff. It's just that sometimes it's just hard. Like, it's just... I think I want it and then I have a little bit and I'm like, oh, I don't actually want it. Too rich. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. It was too sweet. And I made it, like, traditional recipe and they came out fine. But sometimes you're in the mood for that kind of thing. So like, I think I'm gonna take them fishing. Sometimes when I'm out on a big fishing day, then you'll get like, you'll be able to take the sugar a little better because you're using it. Like it doesn't taste quite, it tastes different outside, I swear. What do you want? Nope, not you. I'm supposed to talk to the flight master? Yeah. That has a ramen cookbook, just spins an instant ramen. I tried making chow mein. I bought like stir-fry noodles and I actually boiled them this time. Last time I thought I could just stir-fry them and that didn't work out. My problem with stir-frying is that I have like one fairly small-sized pan and it's not a wok and there's like not really enough room to stir-fry anything. So I was doing things in batches. I was like just the carrots and then just the broccoli and then like, and I was trying to get it all mixed together. And it turned out pretty good, but then I was like really unwell last night. I don't know if it was that or earlier in the day we had a frozen pizza that did not cook through and we kind of ate it anyways, even though it was still like uncooked dough and it was pretty gross, but like no one really felt like trying to make anything else. I think that was probably the culprit. Cooking for small portions feels like a waste. Yeah, I am in Canada. I'm on Vancouver Island. I'm on the same island as the city of Nanaimo. I lived there at one point in my life. What are we doing? That's what they wanted me to do. Always get the urge to make a feast. Was it spicy? What? The stir fry? Not really. It was yummy though. I used some fresh garlic and ginger. Oh, you coming back, bud? Hi. Hello. How are you doing? You leaving room for the kitty? Hi, Bubs. That's my dog. Me? Oh, I guess I'm flying there by myself. I should pick a mount that kind of goes with this. Let me see. Give me a purple mount. What do we got that's like purple that flies? Void Talon, Void Crystal Panther, Dauntless Dust Runner, Lucid Nightmare, classic. Mana Ray. That one's new. I don't know if it flies though. It might do. Let's do Void Talon of the Dark Star. That one's fun. Lower Mainland, east side of BC. Nice. Do you guys have issues with Why did I think that one flew? Do you think I'm gonna make it? Okay, well, Void Crystal Panther will fly. We'll try that one next. Oh, I'm totally gonna make it. Saved. Guess who had her levitate keybound? I thought for sure I was gonna die. That's funny. Tried at Kaiveza earlier. Guessing game mechanic where if wrong, you're gone. Mythic Ray Netherwing that looks so cool. Alright. This is giving Frostfire Ridge a little bit. I guess it's just snow and spikes, but that's what it's reminding me of. Jeez. Kittens black all over. Decided neighbor Yoru. Japanese for night. Oh, lovely. Cartel Gear Glider's gotta be the play. Maybe. Ravenlord also cannot fly. I don't know why I thought the Void Talon was gonna fly. It just leaped off the cliff with the thing. But my scouts have found a way to safely enter the Mana Forge. What do I think I'm doing paying attention? I'm not learning what's going on. Waypoint UI has been kind of nice for this. Trying to tell my cat I need to use my desk chair. Results pending. Martha Stewart fresh food fast. Inexpensive, easy to make. Some things that used to be inexpensive have gotten very expensive here recently. I'm wondering, and I guess I'll find out, I'm wondering if I'll be able to do better on grocery costs when I'm out of the city. I know I could do a little better with like a Costco membership, but like it used to be that like eggs were like a really cheap staple protein for me. And like I still buy them, I still eat eggs. I'm also spoiled though. There we go. Milestones. Good thing you need some, right? Short answer, probably not, yeah. Here we go. Here we go. What am I looking forward to doing out here? Gotta love a fresh all the things zone. 4% out of 694 things. Okay. Dialogue UI is the add-on that's modifying quest interface. How big's the yard could get chickens? Not really chicken kind of territory, unfortunately. I'll scope it out. I'll live there for a while and see if any of my neighbors are having chickens, but it might be not bylaw friendly. We have chickens like the fresh eggs. I had chickens as a kid growing up. They were fun. No idea how much it costs to feed and care for them. No thanks. Yeah, that is part of the problem, is that everything related to caring for them has gotten more expensive as well. It's not like they're just free to house and feed and everything. Ready for the transmutation ritual, but I don't know. I'm just about to be the owner of a fresh new mortgage, so I kind of have sticker shock about everything, so I think that's where my mindset's coming from. Like, everything looks too expensive for me right now. I don't even want to pre-order Midnight until I have enough gold to do it with Blizzard Balance. I had plans for you to get a goat and chickens, now you say this is not going to happen. I don't think I can afford the kind of property that would let me do that here. It's just, it would have been $1 million property. It's just not feasible. I'm pretty famous, I'm not that famous. There we go. I'm gonna be able to have a garden, and I'm pretty excited about that. So freaking expensive to live in Vancouver. You don't have a cat? Yeah, no cool million. Just like chilling. I'm glad there's a few people that have been like house hunting or like monitoring real estate in BC just so that some people understand. Every now and then you'll talk to somebody who like last bought a home 10 years ago in Ohio or something, and they're like, what do you mean? You just get your $10,000 together. And I'm like, It's different. A little different. Say it, punny, what is this phrase you speak? Famous Canadian just like Avril Lavigne. Yeah, me and Avril really very much on the same level. Leaked pricing versions of Midnight plus the rewards. Yeah, I heard about that a little bit. Stream jumping people are just ending their streams and I click on them. Well, we're here for another hour and 10 minutes, so you can plan around that if you like. Wish it were that easy to buy a house in Ohio now. I think 10 years ago everywhere was more manageable. I think 2015 is a very different story than 2025 everywhere. Hope you're liking the new content. Like it a lot. Yeah, it seems so far so good. Looking to expand to a house mainland BC. Daunting. New York super expensive too. Yeah. I just need to get into my place, which I'm doing, and I need to just hold on to it, and then I will have a place, and it'll be my place. There we go. Doesn't have to be fancy. Doesn't have to be a lot. Doesn't need much. Running water, little power. I'm getting a decent single family home for less than $1 million. Yeah. Yeah, not a great time. I think that's part of why so many people are so excited about the idea of player housing, is we just want to live out our dreams. If you can't do it in real life, maybe you can get something in WoW. Right near Toronto has me crying, never mind mortgages. Mark has been so crazy. We made a profit on both the previous houses and make a profit on this one if we sold. Yeah. Quest has been buggy, log out and back in to turn in quests. Stay a while and listen. I wonder if he's yammering. He might be. Broader parameters. Oh, player housing. It's a farm and garden like in Mists. I wouldn't mind it if it was cosmetic. I don't want to be getting actual herbs out of it. I feel like that was part of the problem with the WoD garrison. I'm so excited, you guys. I'm getting my little house. I hope that I can stream on the internet. We'll find out. Should be able to. Should is good. Fingers crossed. Oh, land, small farm, tiny home. Took a while. Isn't the easiest. Love it. Wish you the best of luck. It's just so hard to get in. It's so expensive. And it's like always that fear of like, is the bubble gonna pop or the market gonna crash at the wrong time? And it's like, well, you know, they say time in the market beats timing the market theoretically. I'd rather just get in and have something, even if it, you know, it'll be fine. How is your shadow form not shadowy? There is a glyph you can use called the Glyph of Shadow that reduces the visual effect of your shadow form. And I have that on right now. That's the one. Rod of Restart used. That's the one. Garrison should have followed us to new expansions. Yeah, there is an ad break on right now. I'll give it a 30 seconds and then I'll get back to you. Oh, it's Venari. I know you. We're cool, but only because you finally gave me your Paragon cash mount. You're on thin ice. I'm assuming this is our, yeah, our Eco Dome. Yep, inscription's still a thing. Townhome got in a great time and price. Trying to swap to a 42 now. Prices have almost doubled. Awful. Dark shadow form or a goblin? You don't like the purple all around people eater look? Especially as a gnome, when I have full shadow form on, I just look like a jelly bean. Like there, you can't see yourself at all. You just look like a ghastly, like a coughing Pokemon, just like boobling around, doing nothing. Like it's, I like transmog too much. I want to see my character. I need to see my ponytail. Dialogue UI is modifying my quest appearance here. Day in the life of Boos. I know it's so tough being a dog, buddy. Kitty knows we're moving. Kira has totally figured it out. She is capital M mad. Moose doesn't have any idea. He's never moved with us before. Like we got him at 3 months old from the shelter. He had stayed with a foster before us, but like we've lived this place obviously the whole time, so he has no idea. He has no idea. I want to tell him. I can't. He's a dog. Void creepers dealt with and biome stabilized. This is pretty. Let's go over here. No pet renter deposits. Yep. Guess you just found out that a Neurolos is personal loot? Oh, is it you? Did you get one? Are you a Neurolos owner? Hi, Hazel. Hello, Samara. How are you doing today? I feel like Moose is going to be really, like, happy and excited when we get there, and then he's not going to want to go to bed. He does not settle down when he's not home. When we went away for our honeymoon, and my mom looked after him, and he stayed at my sister's place for a while, it took him like 2 days to fall asleep, and he was sleeping by my brother-in-law's bed while my brother-in-law pet him continually so he would sleep. And then aside from that, he didn't sleep until my mom finally brought him back to my place. And then he was like, oh, thank God, and he like got on the couch and like took a nap. Like, he does not settle down when he's not home. And I think that when we have a new home, I'm hoping that just like having us there and like his beds and all the furniture he's used to is gonna make the difference, but I don't know, man. I'm worried he's not gonna want to go down. He's just gonna turbo until he passes out. Yeah, we'll see. He doesn't like change much. He's a big routine guy. He's so cute. He's dreaming, I think. His ears flicking. And then there's something scrolling in there. New house to put in his room now to scent trade? No, I can't go there until I'm in. Or at least it would be incredibly disruptive to arrange that kind of thing. And also, like, I don't know what you would get, like a paint chip. It's like this. I'm only buying the house. I'm not buying the thing. Dogs refused to use the bathroom for like 2 days after we moved and woke up to everything. Then not using the bathroom was stressful. Yeah, I'm hoping that'll be okay. We'll see. He usually goes on walks. He doesn't, like, because we have to take him for a walk right now because we don't have a yard. So I'm hoping that, like, we'll just be able to take him for a long walk around the neighborhood and he'll do all his business that way. It's not really feasible for us to take him up there and then back to go on walks and stuff beforehand. We're just going to have to do it live. It's too far. It's too busy. Kitty wouldn't come out of the closet for a week when I moved. And I kept telling her it was 2021. She didn't need to be in the closet, but she didn't want to hear it. You're currently a no relos, but WoW had comments told me. Oh, okay. I need technician Omdor. Omdor. This way. I can just feel that there's like 1,000 things that I don't know that I'm gonna have to figure out in a hurry on the other side. That's alright. Void spores. Void collector. Remove debris. Gotcha. Music in the Ecodome, so pretty whimsical. I need to turn it up a little bit. I know it's on. I can't hear it very well. Audio up. He was just happy we're there when we moved in all of our stuff. I think Moose will be fine. Even if he takes a couple days to settle in, he'll be fine before long. I know he'll adjust at some point. I just think he might be a little unhappy for a little bit. Guys, this is great. When are we going home? Where are all of my friends? I hope that there's some local dogs he can make friends with. I bet there will be. If there's any dog within like a 10-mile radius that wants anything to do with him, he'll find them. This guy. There he is. Shade for Brew Thief. I like the Twitch drop pet this time. Sometimes they do kind of underwhelming Twitch drops or they give away things I already have, but this one seems good. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're terrifying, but I still want it. I still want one. How are we today? Also, hi Hazel. Hi Mercy, how you doing? We're doing pretty good today. Keeping it together, getting some new intro campaign done. How deep are we? I've done one chapter. I guess I'm working on chapter 2 here. Scoots was telling me there's 3 chapters available, so that's something. I was gonna wonder if there was a list of like weekly chores of things to make sure I do this week, but then I thought, do I really want to think about that right now? I don't think I want a list of chores. I think I'm just gonna wing it, and if I don't do something, we'll get around to it one day. I think it's okay for me to fall behind. Good places to eat near your new place? There's a grocery store. I can get food to cook at home. That's exciting. One thing to be somewhere else, another, all their stuff is with them. How are raid guides going? I spent a bunch of time on it yesterday, so we've begun anyway. It's coming along. It's going okay. It's just gonna be tough fitting everything in time. It's usually a little bit of a crunch when I'm not also packing. Drop pet, almost like Teddy Ruxpin got the Chucky treatment. Still like it. Yes, I'm old. You do a deep clean before you move. There's no point in doing chores at this point, right? Yeah, we'll see. I can't stand living in a bunch of dirt. I'm gonna have to keep it like moderately clean until I leave, just for my own sanity. Our place right now is not that big. It doesn't take very long to clean. What's going on here? More of this. Ooh, this is bright. This snow is bright. Is it sand? Is it snow? It hurts. Need sunglasses. Getting the snow goggle burn over here. Hi everyone. Hello. How are you doing? Happy Wednesday. Hazel, I just got the Jimmy pet, and honestly, the text for the pet was so worth it. Jimmy. Also, I think my puppy's screaming. I saw him kick his little feet. My little baby boy. Isn't it funny how much of, like, how sometimes he'll just get in the bed and he takes up like a quarter of it and you're like, well, that bed's way too big. But then other times he does this and you're like, yeah, he almost doesn't fit and he's falling off the edge. Dog compress, dog expand. Oh, he doesn't want to dream on camera. He's shy. Jimmy. Frequent DCs. I haven't had any. Disabling add-ons. You can try scanning and repairing, but it may just be a Blizzard problem. They may need to sort something out. What was I doing? I was looking for something. Remember when you first got him as a small dog with massive paws? Glad to see he grew into him. I can't believe it's been 2 years already. I can't believe it's been like 4 since I've moved into this place. It's just crazy. 3.5, I guess. I moved in the winter and we're leaving in the summer. Fire. Oh. Sleepy. Alright. Oh yeah, I was gonna look up. I'm gonna see what on earth you mean, Jimmy. Jimmy's actual name is Morgulita, spawn of Morgul, chosen enemy of Tazavesh, devourer of Koresh, but everyone just calls him Jimmy. Yo, what happened to Morgulito? That's like so much better. Yours keep coming and they don't stop coming. Yeah, Smash Mouth did have it right all along. Here we go. I feel like I'm gonna like close my eyes and wake up again, and then I will have been in the new house for like 8 years. And I'll be 40. Wondering where all the time went. Okay, we got all kinds of quests. What do they want me to do here? Fire. That's just for firebird pollen. Attracting creatures that see the dome. I mean, it's just for Valor Stones I can't even use. I think I'm just gonna hide that one for now. I think Archon would work well. Start a patch for S-Priest. I'm going Voidweaver just because that's what I'm comfy with right now. I'm sure Archon is fine. Wowhead has a bunch of builds for both of them. What's happened to me? Mine is the house. My 3-year-old is singing All-Star, and it's my life, and it's a maze. Hi, Hazel. Hello. How you doing? How are you? I'm doing okay. I wasn't sure I was going to be well enough to stream today. I was really unwell last night, but we're feeling much better, which is good. Still ill. Oh, I'm sorry. What happened to you? Started a priest ding daisy last night. Nice. Yeah, I'm probably just going to grab Wowhead specs as I go, and then perform kind of in a mediocre way for a while, and then I will look at the meters, and then I will read my guide, and then I'll start to do better. I don't usually get motivated to get any better in my class until I get embarrassed about my current level of performance, so usually I try and wing it first. See how much effort I need to put into it. Jobs I'm interviewing for at elementary schools. If I get one, I'm probably going to be sick so much. Your immune system is going to be forged in the pits of. Oh, I got a thingy. I got a BOE. More mace. Yo, that's actually a sick transmog. Look at that. I love it. I'm keeping that. I'm going to disenchant it. Where are you moving from into? I am moving from Victoria to an unnamed place. A smaller town, basically, on the island. Although every town on the island is smaller than Victoria. Mero, thank you for the 5-month resub. Appreciate it. But yeah, I'm moving fairly locally. It's not going to require a ferry. Yeah, point A to point B, exactly. Year of illness when our 3-year-old started daycare. Oh, man. Feels like we're only mid-X pack. This is our last patch, baby. We're almost out of here. How many days until player housing? I need them to give me a date so I can put it on my phone as a countdown. A little widget. Whatever day midnight releases. Couple of days before that. Couple of weeks at least, right? Plus, you know, it sounds like we're getting in early if we pre-order, so that's something. Yeah, I think they said that early access to player housing with pre-orders. We don't know how early it could be. We'll see. A serial siphon barrier removed. Oh, there we go. My youngest great-grandkid just had her first birthday. Aww. Mr. Sonic Gen, how you doing? Happy to have you. Can't wait for my house to just be a big portrait of Xalatath that I get in the Epic Edition. Oh, do you think they're gonna have exclusive furniture? They probably will. Sounds like the kind of thing they would do. I love doing campaign quests for 23 gold each because I don't need any of the Valor Stones. So I'm learning that mug. Give it. I wonder if prices have gone up for these shards actually. Probably. Yeah, a little bit. About 10 gold per. They do have a list of exclusive housing stuff on the most expensive version. I haven't looked at any of this myself. I'll have to have a look at some point. It sounds like a good job for a news video. Although, first of all, I'm stuck. And we may end up doing a couple of kind of scuffed news videos the next week or two. Because this week's going to be right on top of Raid Guys, and the next week is going to be right on top of moving. Well, the good news is that I did my quest, and the bad news is I think I'm stuck here forever. I don't want a hearth. Oh, I can jump. That's good. What? There we go. I don't want to be in New Patch Jail. This way. Housing is intended to be an evergreen feature. They've stated that it should be. New herbs selling for much. Oh, I don't know. What are they called? I can check. Isara, thank you for the 48-month resub. This character has alchemy, but not herb. I guess I should technically, if I'm getting reputation. Oh no, I'm not though. I was gonna say if I'm getting rep for the new faction, I should make sure I have my Dark Fair buff. But yeah. Oh yeah, I was gonna try and sell my maybe next week. I got some augment rings and I was gonna try and sell them. Oh hey, look who it is. Ooh, these are nice. Is that the new staff? They've been knocking it out of the park with questing Mog lately. I like the Undermine questing Mog a lot too. I thought that the traffic light staff was hilarious. Terror of the Waste Renown? No. Let me take a look. Terror? Oh yeah. Yeah, I know they have a few different colors of that. That's cool. Horrifying, but I think that's the point. Also, I was going to see what the new herbs are going for. So if I look at unlearned, invigorating potion. Oh, invigorating potions are just Myco Bloom. But maybe they need me to get renown or something. Umbra Essentia? I thought there was going to be a new herb. Where is it? I thought for sure the new herb would be needed for the new healing pot. Phantom Bloom. Oh, so it's just a trade for old herbs? Hmm. Okay, looking at like 10 gold per silver node, so like basically the same as the rest of the herbs. Yeah, exchange currency now. Gotcha. Might change later. Nah. If they put it in live if they put that recipe into the live game costing Myco Bloom, they're not going to backpedal that now. That's a little tiny bit disappointing. It kind of feels like they were going to do something new and they chickened out. Hey Hazel, how are you? Hello, I'm doing alright. How are you? I'm trying to keep things together. Keep it moving. Hazel, my bank is in German. Is this an undesirable state of affairs? Oh, I finally see the thing. Quest item. Sounds like a bug, unless you change your client language. That's the Buffy. He's having a real good snooze. I'm halfway through this. I want to finish it just because. Apart from the Demensis mount, it's my favorite one this patch. I like the eagles. I think the Karoks look really cool. I don't know if I have a favorite color of them. Maybe whichever one I end up getting first. But, we have a lavender, an orange, and then like a dark purple, like raven looking one. That's Glory, the Omega Raider. I think these are really cool. You think puppy? Hang on. Puppy break there. How you doing, bud? Toy. German in one alt, French in another? Oh. I haven't looked at my bank yet. I'm a little scared. Gredford, thank you for the 4-month resub. Appreciate it. Yeah, my chat font got big out of nowhere as well. You guys had to tell me how to fix it. There's a font size and I bumped it back down to 16. Maybe 14 now. There you go. We're down 2. And we have completed 2 chapters, so there's only 5 chapters total. It looks like we can do the 3rd one currently. So I suppose I should get on it. Hello, Hazel. Thanks for all your helpful videos. Thank you, Pretty Blues. Appreciate you watching them. I'm glad they're working for you. I might just make more. I'm glad I got out the compilation of our collector's bounty mount drops before it had been like months. I was kind of fast approaching the point where I was like, if I don't put this together now, I'm never going to get around to it. Did a little bit of reliving it though. I still can't believe I killed Sylvanas like 42 times and did not get the vengeance mount during the buff. After a couple of reloads, looks back to usual. Mythic Jaina just did not want to give me the mount. Something for next time, I guess. That's how I feel. Watch your videos. So happy to see you streaming right now. Hi. Welcome. It's me. I'm still here. With Ataman, 100+ kills and no midnight drop. Oh man, get them all but Marifang. Maybe Sylvanas wanted you to kill her 43 times. And then I did 32 tries on Nyalotha, Mythic Nyalotha. And nothing. which wasn't as many as Sylvanas, but given how annoying it was to like unlock the raid when it was in Vale, and given how long it took to even do the clear with the skip, let alone doing the clear without the skip. Goodness. Recursive thinking, thank you very much for the 2-month resub. I mean, I could always be there right now, you know. Why do new content when you can be killing Sylvanas? She's not buffed, but she's still out there. Didn't have enough will to get characters ready to do a bunch in his author jailer. It was a lot. I'm glad I got the jailer mount. That was the first one I got, and I had to farm, like I farmed a whole week of the event. I think it was day 8 that I got my first mount drop, but it was the jailer one. You're trying to grow your hair again. I mean, until I cut it off. I don't know. It's just hair. I don't really have like long-term plans for it. There's no vision board. I'm not going to bed every night going, just trying to like squeeze it out. 120 attempts for jailer's mount during the event, and nothing. 120? Good grief. I'm so sorry that happened to you. That's horrifying. Oh, they're so cute. Oh, I missed them. I missed them. I missed the little Corthia grommets. Look at them. Oh no, they've died. Oh. Oh. No hair fertilizer. 8 or 9 mounts. Great outcome. Missed out on jailer. He was a long clear. I put a drinking bowl on my desk. It's the best thing. And be reassured the cats are hydrating. Add water to their food if I think they aren't. Oh. I feel like if I did that, and I'm sure it depends on how you have things like set up, I would find a way to knock it onto my computer. I only have beverages in like sealed top containers for that reason. I can knock this thing over and it makes a heck of a clatter, and I'm sure it could like break my computer by blunt force, but it's not spilling anything on it. But I'm also a Muppet that's not in control of my arms and legs. Champion legs, patch wish list officially complete. That was your one thing. One pair of champion legs. One attempt on jailer's mount. Gave up. Took me forever to kill him. Yeah. Kept jumping in the hole. Hit the edge of the hole, fall back in. It was tough. Ever thought of going Mechanome? Nope. Who's the cutie asleep? That is Mr. Moose. His name is Moose. It's my dog. He's 2. He's the real superstar. He's got main character energy. Wonder how many folks bothered with farming an Arius Charger. I think some people did, because it was limited time, so they kind of FOMO'd people. But I know a lot of people probably didn't even hear about it, because it was before the new patch came out. People were taking a break from the game. He's adorable. He's real cute. He's so sweet. He's like very much his own person. He's not like a dog that fits into your life. He's a dog that you build your life around. Oh. It's not junk. It's trash. No plans to play Mop Classic. I played Mop the first time. I'm good. Wish Ecological Succession was this week. This one. I don't even want to know how many Valor Stones I've burned. I should have transferred more of them last week. Yeah, we played Remix as well. I've had enough of Mop for the moment. Most of us build our world around dogs. We have 2 kids, a dog walker. Hoping to see some of your pet battle videos in Classic. Did they change the stuff much? I wonder if the old ones might still work. have built our world around dogs. Love it so much. More than Undermine. It feels kind of empty to me, but maybe it's just because I'm still doing questing. I guess if Undermine was claustrophobic, this is the polar opposite. Right, seem easier. Don't know if that's a me thing. Maybe we just know more about pets than we knew at the time. I certainly didn't have like rematch and pet journal in hand straight away, or pet scripts, pet battle scripts. I don't even think they all existed for a while. Rematch came around reasonably early. That was a lifesaver. I remember I used to have like notepads of my pet teams, and I would like refer to it, or screenshots that I would like pull up to refer to where I wanted to have like which pets and which moves and everything. Mess, big mess. Check to see how long we watch for the drop. Yeah, chat's got you. It's in your drop inventory. So if you click your profile icon top right hand corner, there should be a drops inventory or a drop section there. It's supposed to feel empty since it's a wasteland. Yeah. Lots of phasing. I haven't tried phase diving yet. That should be kind of fun. Bags are getting kind of full. I still have a bunch of nonsense from last time. Pets that I got while I was doing mount runs and stuff. So yeah, we're working on the third campaign chapter. That's right. Meet her at the Tempest Fields. Who do I watch for drops? I grab somebody out of the WoW section whenever I'm ready to turn on my stream for a while, see who's on. Automatic Jack, if he's around, he teaches me how to priest. Not personally, but through the WoWhead guides. Yeah, you can watch anybody with drops enabled. Any streamer with any amount of viewers should have them on. It would be a strange thing to not have them set up. Didn't realize how powerful the unborn Valkyrie could be. Now blast through with it because I don't have my retail stable of 1,000+ pets. Unborn Valkyrie. That's the one. That was. They made it harder to get eventually. Like not MOP, but like after MOP, there was some phasing. I think when Legion came out. Something to do with artifact weapon quest lines that phased some of the spawn points for it. It was a whole thing. Any bugs? I'm sure a few. Some screen issues that apparently were players doing something or another. There was... I was having a funny issue trying to get my search pricing weekly done. It kicked in eventually, but it didn't do it when it should have done. Of course, that's old content. Really dig the aesthetic of the new zone. What is it you like about it? What's doing it for you? Had to relog a few times during questing or exit WoW. Yeah, I've heard of people not being able to turn in quests without a reload. It hasn't happened to me yet, but you're not the only person that's mentioned that. Chatbox font gets larger per character. Like every character you log in on is one bigger. I had to change my chatbox font. But I guess I haven't logged into any other characters yet. Oh, polearm. I like how the questing gear is like really cool, but they didn't want to make it too fancy, so it's also like very kind of like Happy Meal. Like it's very unadorned. Fairly simple and straightforward, like texture-wise. Like how sci-fi feels with the domes in space. Pretty purples. It does have nice colors. Yeah, the blue and purple's like a nice big change from like the browns and greens and yellows of Undermine. think I need these too. Yeah, we gotta click on this. They were blending in. The Burger King crown the helmet of domination was turned into. I think they've done WoW Happy Meals before. I guess with this many years I would be surprised if they didn't. Oh, a treasure. They did WoW Panda Express. I don't remember that. That's funny. There we go. Ixthar's Legacy. Favorite crystal looted. Okay. Man, it must take so much work to get something like Handy Notes like ready to go for a patch launch. Somebody putting in real hours on the PTR. I had a bone. Oh. Is that a big problem in your life? What if, by Panda Express, they don't mean the food contains pandas, they mean the food is for pandas. And everybody else in the drive-thru is just a panda bear in a Honda CR-V. And you never knew. Used to be an add-on that puts notes about the trash mobs and dungeons. Updated anything like that. I haven't seen anything like that. I used to have an add-on that did their percentage. But I haven't had one like that for a little bit. Made the same sound my wife does when I bring up this grievance. My partner and I do that when we're giving each other a hard time about something. Never think about that! Man, my dog is out. You are snoozing, bud. I can't tell if my streamlights are really bright or if this zone is really bright. Snorting. Oh, he's woofing. He's dreaming. Did he wake up? He's a really light sleeper, but he does dream. He does do sleep woofs. Oh, I jinxed it. I jinxed it. Might start up again in a minute. Made a hunter called Bamboo Shoots from Ops Classic, and my husband called his And Leaves. I love matching character names. Went to make lunch, ended up cleaning the kitchen. Now I'm hungry, wet, and annoyed. No lunch. At least your kitchen looks great. I haven't seen it, but I believe. Oh, that's why your Noid is not finished. Oh no, that treasure has steps. I'm not living the treasure with extra steps right now. That is a later me problem. Maybe this one. Waste Wander's Stash. I know it's not the first time we've had a lot of Dune references, but I'm feeling a lot of echoes of Dune out here. Desert power. Calls it to mind. Hazel, why is Farak? What did Farak say to you? I don't know if I'm allowed to loot this. Maybe I'm just in combat. Dad's house right on top of a Pokestop playing Pokemon Go from the sofa. That reminds me of like back when Pokemon Go first came out. Flabby wouldn't play, but he installed it because I kept talking about it, but like there was a Pokestop that he could reach from wherever he was living at the time, so he said he was going to play Pokemon Desk and he would just open up his phone at his desk while he was playing WoW. That stash was bugged for me. Oh, okay. I will leave that one alone then. Man, I have not loaded Pokemon Go in a long time. Probably for the best. For me. Oh no, there's more runes! Do I get a cool mount for getting all of those? I feel like you must. What do you get? What do you get for Glyph Hunter? Where's my mount? Excuse? Hello? Nothing, actually. The entire question is basically the first book did in 30 minutes. Later on a quest where the ritual dagger is used to communicate with the world soul. Yeah, I mean, I've been big skimming, but it definitely gives vibes. Speaking of and that, the first 6 books, those are books I would get hard copies of. I had like a box set on a wish list, but it was like 100 and something bucks. Find it on sale. Definitely Dune inspired. I spent too much money on Pokemon Go Blizzard Wishes. One of the rares you summon by thumping on the ground. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's not the first time. They've been referencing it forever. We've had sandworms for a million years. We had them in TBC. Yeah, that's cool. Hi. You're falling out of your bed, bud. You like rolled over to look at me. Bring a stalker. Energy collected. Well, kind of a stalker. Pick me up from work, I would do the catching. Sometimes it would tell me to walk slower. I used to go on walks with Joker and play Pokemon Go. And he would get like annoyed because he had to wait for me to like finish battling the gym or whatever it was I was doing. Oh, it's so cool. I don't know, he's like leaning against the part of the bed where there's nothing to lean on. Like if he had just reversed it, he would have a backboard to lean against, but he likes doing it this way. There's a sandstorm rare in Delves called Darude. That's great. That's excellent. I'm looking forward to the new Delve challenge. Oh hey, I got a stalker. I don't know how. I don't remember getting that, but I'll take it. A lot of face hunters. Basically seeing how much of this campaign I can do without paying any attention to what's going on. Yeah, they're cool. They're like the default Void Elf Hunter. Or no, back when we had default Hunter pets, we don't have them anymore. You rolling over, bud? You getting stiff? Are you so sleepy? I feel like half of the things that I say to my dog, maybe more than half, are just really obvious questions. Or just asking him how he got to be so cute and or handsome. What's his secret, etc. He has yet to tell me, so I guess I gotta keep asking. What an era. Forgotten relics like hoverboards. There was a dude who, when I lived in like a suburb outside of Portland, and there was one dude who would ride like a Segway hoverboard sort of thing with like this big like what looked like a space helmet. Like I guess it's like a motorcycle helmet, but like a really intense one. And he would just vroom around, and I don't know. He seemed to have a lot of confidence, which I guess we appreciate for him. Oh, one day just answers in English. Nah, I don't think Pokemon Go's dead. I think any game that had that much exposure is gonna maintain a healthy enough player base to survive. Unipiper? No, it wasn't in Portland. There was always somebody doing something like that, though. I like the skateboarding dogs. Those were cute. I feel like there was more than one of them. Different game now. Yeah, I bet. Is it still fun? I used to get into like feuds with local people over my neighborhood park Pokemon gym. I was like single-handedly holding it down for like my team. I don't remember what color I was. They pay billions for Pokemon Go, very live and expensive. Let me see. That's why I usually don't even try mobile games anymore, is because I feel like it's just a matter of time before they try to separate me from my money, so I may as well not give them the brain hooks to begin with. I need to charge a crate. It's bad enough that we play WoW. I heard that, what was it? Rumble was already being put into maintenance mode, like they weren't going to develop any new content for it, and I feel like they just came out with that one. Darkman Fair. Teleport mages are trolling? Oh. I feel like it's 25 copper. Or at least it was for me last week. Parade's charged. Oh, that's the wastewater stat. That one's still bugged. Gherkin Slice, thank you very much for the 56-month resub. Appreciate. Oh, years and years of making me kind of want pickles. Logged out. Wow, starting a 300 meg patch. Yeah, I'm sure they're gonna be... I mean, I'm kind of glad they didn't play yesterday if it was even buggier then. I'm not doing great at this world quest. I think I keep getting sidetracked by that treasure I can't loot. I'm charging crates, which involves finding the crates, clicking on them, and just waiting. It's this one. It's right over here. He looks sick. The like paper hair is really cool. Sounds a great model. Niantic decided they had enough data, sold it. Oh. It was so fun when it first came out because it was like the most unifying phenomenon I'd ever seen. There were so many people of like all ages playing. Oh, bud. There you go. Now you're comfy. Alright. Porting back to the Oasis. I feel like we've nearly done something. I don't know what, but I feel like I'm nearly finished. We've been working on this campaign chapter for a while anyway. Not even a little bit of Shiba, no. He is a German Shepherd Malamute mix. Etc. The etc. is doing some heavy lifting there. There's a bunch of breeds in there. He's pretty cute. His name is Moose. Like the antlers. He's a good boy. He's my baby. Ooh, rare. Oh, rare. That one seems hard. Let's try something more reasonable. Hecatomos the Elemental Disjunction. Where? Is it further down? Don't put rares on my map if they're not true. It's upsetting. That one has a mount. Oh. You have to get 4 buffs to summon him. Some are in phase diving. I feel like they should find a way to mark that on the indicator so that I don't run around looking goofy. You know, make the icon purple or something. It's the cloak, so you can't do it yet. Gotcha. I'm kind of surprised it takes this long to get the cloak. I figured it would be more of a gimme. More of an early gimme. Must be almost there, huh? Don't forget to pick up the Wrapped Up quest and the Another World quest for phase diving. Gotcha. Maybe I shouldn't have spent so much time doing goblin stuff, but I got 2 Paragon mounts. It was worth it. Because I'd like to get this. I'd like to at least get my cloak today. What is this? It's a 3-minute. Uncaring winds strip everything given time. That's terrifying. 2 minutes or 3 quests away. Okay, almost there. One of the buffs. Oh. So many raiders in my guild are gonna be so mad they have to do some world content. Yeah, I wonder how many people are gonna show up, because it's literally the first boss of the raid that wants you to have your cloak. I color with my puppy. Some people in the guild crying about how long the main story takes. I have been working on it for a little bit. You just gotta do it once, though. I'm assuming they won't make me repeat this on alts. Sounds like the kind of thing. Rare's up. Oh yeah, look at that. I tagged it. I tagged it. I wonder if I like inadvertently helped just by running by it. Oh, I got a pet, I think. Companion? Hecatarnos, bringer of discord. This exceptionally loud lap bugs calls were enough to throw the already destabilized elements in the local area into complete disarray, and now it's your turn to get bugged. Hecatarnos, bringer of discord. Oh, he's just a little guy. Oh, he's kind of cute. Aw. I want that one. Is that a rare drop or is it guaranteed? I got it on my first kill. What on earth am I doing? I'm looking for Zarin meat buds. Down here. Okay, alright. No, that's not it. That's something else. No luck, done it 2 times nothing. 2 kills, no drop. I do not think he is cute. Oh. He looks like he tastes like strawberries. Don't have that pet yet? You're lucky. I'm gonna put him on my bar so I can bring him out with me. Always sell the first one. But that's my Hecatarnos? Is that his name? Hecatimos. No, Hecatimos drops Hecatarnos. Whew. I have Jimmy. We all know Jimmy's cuter. How much do they go for? Not that I would ever sell them. What about Undermine exchange? What if I sold him and then I never got another one? No results. Hi! You sleepy buddy? You waking up? I'm almost done, Bubs. I got another 15 minutes to stream. Oh, we're thrown up. Hold on. BRB. Oh, yeah, better out than in. That is why we don't own any rugs that we particularly like. Although it's definitely a lot easier if you get to it right away. Oh, drop 83% complete. There you go. Yeah, poor buddy. Making some rice. He might have just gotten too warm. It's quite warm in this room. He might have just eaten a ton of breakfast and gotten a little over warm. I think he's gonna be okay. Keep an eye on him. Hi. Welcome back. How you doing, bud? I cleaned it up. You can't eat it again. I'm sorry. You only got one chance at that. I'll get you some more food. I'll make you some rice, Papa. That usually helps him when his tummy's upset. Hi. I know. He normally wants another crack at it. We don't normally like to do that. Daughter bought that Lego orchid behind you for my birthday. Almost done with it. Nice. I love the Lego plants. I have a cherry blossom tree that I've got the box already packed for my next place. I'm going to put it together in my new house. I love them. Oh, buddy. He just wants to lay right by my feet. How are we doing? We were 2 of 6 buds. I really want to finish this quest because I feel like I'm really close to getting... That's not the right plan. I'm really close to getting the, getting the cloak. I need to do that today. Paragon chest 2 for Dark Fuse in a minute here. Wish me luck. Good luck. Good luck. Let me know how it goes. already have the sunflowers, but I also want the plum tree blossoms. Those botanical ones I feel like were absolute genius marketing from LEGO, because they get a whole demographic of people that weren't that into LEGO kits before to understand. So not only do they then want the botanical kits as like gifts, and they make great gifts, but yeah, you're just getting a whole range of people, and I never would have thought of getting LEGO kits for myself before that. That's how they get you. You can't tell him he's gonna get his mount in the first cache when he's opening the second one. It sounds like he already opened the first one and didn't get it. Missing the bamboo, mini bamboo to complete the set of 4. Yeah, I'm trying not to make myself, or like want all of them, because I feel like then it'll get kind of out of hand. But I have the mini bamboo back there, and I have the orchid, and then I have the cherry tree kit, which I haven't put together yet. Yeah, pretty nice. Like a few of them for my office decor. I have seen some Girl with Dogs videos. Sometimes I put them on the TV and Moose watches them with me, but then he's like, Mom, why are they killing that dog? Because the dogs don't like baths, so then they yell, and then Moose is like, what are they doing? Why are you watching this doggy snuff film? It's just a husky having a bath. Bouquet of pink roses, really good. Yeah, they're nice. Why do I keep coming back to this? That's not what it is. That's the wrong... There's like flowers that are not the right flower, and they keep getting me. I'm not sure if I've seen that one in particular, but I have watched a lot of them. I keep coming back to this lantern, but it's not quite... It's not what we're looking for. I have a bunch of buffs. I've heard huskies are dramatic. Yeah, they're known for it. Fernado. Wonder if they'll do a black rose bouquet for all the goth girlies. I was just happy to get an orchid because I love the look of orchids, but I've never tried owning a real one because I'm scared. I have a relatively green thumb, but every time I've seen orchids, they don't even look like plants to me. They're not even, they're potted in like, the potting orchid media is so weird. Like, I don't understand what's going on with them. And some people just like have the touch, and then I feel like I won't because they're so different from what I normally grow, but I don't know. We'll see. Maybe one day. I would probably just end up with an orchid that's just like a bunch of leaves and no flowers ever again. Are orchids okay for cat and dogs? I'm not sure. I do have pet plants that are not safe for cats or dogs because both my dog and cat leave my plants alone, so it's something to keep an eye on when you have new pets. But they're all out of reach. Many of them live high in the canopy of rainforest trees. Somehow my mom can grow orchids, but all her other plants die. She says they like warmth, splash warm water on the leaves. One shelf of Lego Botanicals and one of pirate ships. How do, here's a question. How do I pack it for moving? Do I just like disassemble it fully, try to put it in like a Ziploc bag or something, and then basically remake it on the other side? Because I don't want to break them. I wonder if it's safest just to take them apart. I was thinking that because it's like I would lose pieces if I tried to just move them intact, I think. Took them whole in the car in boxes. Okay. Because I feel like both the orchid and the Lego one, or the bamboo one have like potting media, which are just like loose pieces in the pot. But I don't know how likely it is for them to break, like if pieces would break if I tried to move them intact. They might. Here we go, drum rolling. Drum roll for you. Clear plastic storage boxes. Plastic prevented them getting crushed or broken in the other boxes. Oh. Got it. Nice. Oh, choose my fiber. Mastery. crit, haste. Hopefully this isn't... Like, I'm getting my wraps, which is good. I feel like I should Google this. I feel like I want mastery. I feel like mastery is generally good for Holy Priest. Raid throughput for progression is often what I want. Crit mastery. Oh, crit equal to mastery. By different fibers after. Okay, I'm just gonna get mastery. We can always get another one. Nice. All right, I have my wraps. That's something. 694. Of course, my cloak was crafted, so I'm gonna need another. I'm gonna need another crafted cloak. I don't want. I'm gonna have to deal with that today. It looks like another week until next week we'll get more of the thing. Grants, thank you. Cannot believe someone was on their 5th Paragon box for Dark Fuse. That's so unfortunate. Oh, man. Okay, so now we have world quests. Phase diving. I'm gonna have to deal with some of this tomorrow. There's a lot going on over here. 655 ring. Can we skip the main story on alts? I'm not sure. I'm assuming so, but I don't know. I haven't tried. It's a good question. PvP. Ooh, shoes. 101 Valor Stones. I don't need any Valor Stones. So if I hearth to Dornegal, here's a question that I'll figure out. Maybe I need to do this one. Trust embarks on phase dives. Eh. That was quite a bit of questing to get the cloak. I'm not against it, but I'm surprised. I thought they were going to give it to you a lot faster. I never did it on PTR because in PTR they just gave it to you for raid testing. Disenchant that one. So these are selling for 63. The Stormdust I think is worth it to DE. How long you need to be streaming for? I am just about finished. I am about to wrap up. I'm at the end of my time slot today. Oh, I sold a couple more Viridian Mecha Swords. I can't believe I kept getting 1,000 gold a pop for those. Given that they were coming from scrap digging, which it felt like so many people were doing. I think maybe others... thanks. I think maybe other... Sorry, my husband brought me a piece of cheese. My brain is completely empty now. Don't do the world boss. Took like 20 minutes. Missed the longer streams. I may need to do some shorter streams this week to make sure I get time for getting raid guides done. We'll see. I think streams and news video are going to be maybe a tiny bit abbreviated. And then the week after that, I'm getting ready to move. We're just going to try and not get overwhelmed and just do what we can. I came back to Dornegal because I wanted to see if there was like a quick and easy port back to Tazavesh, basically. That's the portal of Ajkahet. That's the rookery. That's either, I mean, there's maybe it's in the foundation hall? In the portal room? Behold the power of cheese. By the Starwind portal. Alright, good to know. Good to know. Alright. I'm gonna wrap up. I'm gonna be back tomorrow. Maybe we'll find some new patch stuff to do. I think stream is kind of like my one chance this week to like get anything done in game for my own like enjoyment. So we'll get back to that. I want to thank you guys very much for joining me today. I really appreciate the company. Wish me luck on raid guide editing and stuff. We're working on that this week. Appreciate you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.